You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
Watch these summer league games and they tell you about these new up-and-coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso both been there around the corner like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
Guess who's back in the motherfucking house with a fat for you? Never mind. Welcome to the podcast where we think we know everything, but we don't know shit. But what we do know is that we are going to have a great show today. We're going to talk about that game against the Lions. It was still a loss, but I mean, as I said before, we might have to accept the moral victories as victories because I don't know if we're going to get many more victories this year. So, we might have to accept the moral ones. But yeah, I'm back. I'm in a hotel. I am traveling for work again. I am in Indianapolis, but I'm in the Holiday Inn this time. Shit, I'm moving up in the world, goddammit. You see the artwork in the back? They got the nice little lamp. Shit, I'm moving up, man. But the second half of the show, we're going to talk some Bulls. We're going to talk some Bears. And yes, we have a dynamic guest today. If you were not paying attention to the posts, then you will find out who it is in a minute. So I'm not going to keep on talking, man. I'm going to bring in my guys. First, let me bring in the stat man who knows every single stat from every single team. I got tongue-tied there. Every single team since the 80s and 90s, basketball and football. My man JB.
So you moving on up like the Jeffersons, huh?
Yeah, JB. Yes, I'm moving on up. Moving on up.
To the east side to a deluxe apartment. Let me stop before we get
To
dinged.
the Holiday Inn, goddamn.
Some stupid stuff.
Laid up. And you know how they tuck the sheets all under the bed and it looks all neat and everything?
Are you super fancy?
Yeah, man, I'm fancy. I'm going to fuck that shit up, though, when I go to bed. Moore's Beer. Shout out to Moore's.
Raise your standards.
As always, raise your standards. So, man, how was your weekend, bro? I know how Saturday was.
I got to kick it with my guys. So, that was real. That was real fresh, man. Real dope.
Saturday was lit.
As far as Sunday, though.
So are you accepting the moral victory?
Hell no, I don't get all my trophies are earned and real. I don't do participation.
Right. And those trophies for participation.
Yeah.
But since Justin is getting better, we can't be mad. Justin is getting better every game. We just want to see him throw for more yards.
I'll save my monologue for the remainder of the show, but I'll end it with this. If we are a certain level away because of Justin, we can no longer blame Justin because I feel he's arrived to the point where we can win games off the strength of him. So we can no longer, well, not we, but Bears fandom can no longer use Justin lack of maturity and lack of quarterback play as a reason for us not winning games. So it's something else.
Well said. And let's bring in our next all-star, who probably has the foulest mouth in the city. We had the chance to go to the Bears game Sunday, and we had a great time, man. I think I overdosed on soda. I didn't drink. I drank squirt. But because of this guy who has the foulest mouth in the city, Foul Mouth C.
Well, you motherfucking right.
What up, Foul Mouth?
I do got the foulest mouth. That's right, Frank. You ain't watching this shit at work this week. Answer that. About to end this shit in the first 10 motherfucking seconds on here.
God damn.
That's right. This shit over with. It's canceled. You cannot watch this shit at work.
Well, looks like I can't neither. Thanks.
Hey,
Hey, so did you?
y'all had a free week last week.
Did you strategically place yourself under that light so it looks like you have a halo on your head?
Yes, of course. Why not?
Because you do not have a fucking halo, man.
Hey,
Nah, man. You don't have no fucking halo.
the devil was an angel too.
I guess you're getting biblical and shit. All right.
That's about the only thing I know biblical. I'm not a
So let's bring in our final all-star, but not least, he's not the rookie anymore. We got another rookie, but we gonna bring him in. He got that hawk talk. That'll be later in the podcast. My man Frank the Tank.
You honestly think that I expect this to be played at work? Like the only time it is ever played at work were both times you missed the episode, Foul Mouth. Those are the only 2 times I ever got it to play at work. So
won't he do it? Won't he do it?
I'm used to it right now.
I thought we had one when Kyler's mom was on. He was okay. I thought we were able to play that one.
Were we?
Yeah, you was pretty civil. At least
And we still weren't able to play that
hour.
Once
I was
Kyler's
able to play
mouth
that
got off, it was right back to swearing. It lasted a lot longer.
Yeah.
So man, I want to get right into
Let's do it.
the Bears, but before we do, JB, I'm gonna give you the honors of bringing in our guest since y'all went to the same school.
Introducing one of my beloved MSU brethren. That would be Michigan State University Spartans. A true Spartan dog. Give it up for Mr. Jeremy Langford.
What up, though? What up, though?
Yeah. We forgot dog ass running back for the Chicago Bears.
Hey,
Oh no, that's coming. We had to give that MSU love first, though.
That was first. My bad.
Dog.
Okay.
I found somebody in Michigan on this motherfucking man.
Oh, this guy, man. Hey, excuse him. He does not know. Forgive him.
Yeah, he's a Wolverine.
Jeremy, what's going on, man? Talk to us. What's been up?
Not much, man. Just I'm back in Michigan. I gotta go up to Michigan State every now and then, catch a couple games. But handling business out here, a couple business I'm starting up, and I got my nonprofit I'm working on right now to get started. So that's really my main focus at the moment.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
That's all good, man. So
don't take us through the ranks, man, because I want to talk about that 22. A lot of people don't remember. I want to talk about that 22 you had.
What's that?
Them touchdowns, brother.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Go on, start us off because and then like for those that don't know, like Michigan State at that time, like we was them boys. We was them boys at that time. Defense, offense. I think, matter of fact, back to back recruiting classes, didn't we send a running back, a quarterback, and a wide receiver to the league? Like back to back those.
Those some of our best years, I think. Just from 2010 really to like 2016.
Mm-hmm.
It was some of our solid years, and we beat Michigan a lot. I lost to them, I think, one time, but those years,
man.
Those years were solid years, though. We had a great team, and our defense. We had 2 first-round corners go back to back.
Yep.
We had a first round offensive lineman. So we was a solid team, man, all the way around.
Absolutely.
So
go ahead.
before we go any further, I wanted to put this in the introduction for Jeremy. So let's go ahead and do that. Like I said, dog.
And that wasn't a bad catch for a Spartan.
Oh,
That guy, he was a runner.
Listen, man.
Too, man.
One more comment like that, man, and we about to buck you out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
This is
knock
gonna be
it
a
out.
big buck.
I'm here. You see my halo.
You see my
You ain't got no damn halo.
That's dangerous.
Ain't no damn danger.
Jeez. So Jeremy, can we jump straight to the Bears? Your career with the Bears, your time in Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay, so how was that for you compared to your time in Atlanta and Michigan State?
I just come out of Michigan State. I think the biggest thing was just learning that the business of the NFL. So that's the biggest thing I think is you going into it. It is a dream come true, but you got to handle yourself like a business and handle the game like a business. It's work. It's a you go to work, you do what you got to do, and you go home, take care of yourself. And that was the biggest thing that I had to learn coming into my rookie year. And I was behind a good guy like Matt Forte. Matt Forte was a good friend, and he was a great guy to kind of just teach me that along the way. But like in Chicago, I love Chicago. I love the city. I love the fan base, and the Bears love the Bears, and I feel the same way right now. But and then going to Atlanta, it was a different type of team. It was more like a I guess the head coach is more like a player's coach. The atmosphere is a little bit different, but both teams unfortunately we were losing teams. But the atmosphere is a little bit different. He was a player's coach for sure, and I like it's probably like the owner come down and interact with you. Like at Chicago, I didn't see the owner come down and to the locker room and kind of kick it with you. So just a whole different atmosphere and a whole different team as far as the two compare. But
she was like 100 years old though, wasn't she?
She was. She was 100.
She's still going.
I'm about to say she's still the owner.
Yeah, she's still there.
She's still there. She's still breathing.
Yeah, that's kind of how the line.
She's still at every single game.
Yeah,
in a skybox, but she's still at every game.
Yeah, but I love Chicago, man. I'm glad I did get a chance to go to Chicago. That 4-hour drive from Detroit to Chicago was perfect. All my family, whatever. So it was perfect. I love Chicago.
Man, that's what's up. So coming off of the year you had your senior year, up for a lot of collegiate awards with the 22 touchdowns. That's what I alluded to earlier, the 22 touchdowns you had senior year and stuff coming out. Being a 4th-round pick, what was like your mindset coming out? Because, obviously we thought you were going to go like late first, early second. I'm sure you probably thought the same depending on what team was available. And something that a lot of people may not know, you also have a cousin that played football in the league as well, right?
Yeah, Peyton Barber. He my cousin.
The Bucks, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's my cousin. But coming out, I guess originally I did definitely. We had a stacked running back class that year. You think we had Maverick Gordon, Todd Gurley, Amir Abdullah, Matt Jones, Tevin Coleman. We were stacked. So it was just a matter of just, when the running back started flying off the board. I think we had 2 go first round that year. I definitely feel like I should have went, late, like second, third round I wanted to go. And a couple people surprised me in front of me. But it's both. I just being blessed to be able to get drafted. Because at one point in college, I didn't play my first 3 years in college. So it was thinking like, damn, it would look like I never was going to get drafted or have that chance, but I always kind of believed. So be able to get drafted and still stay hungry as far as like I felt like I should have got drafted a lot earlier. But just, injuries play a part, and it is what it is. Everything happened for a reason. But I definitely was hungry going into those couple seasons that I did have with the Bears. And like I said, I was just blessed to be able to get drafted at the same time. It was my main focus.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So how was it playing with us being Chicago Bears fans? We hear so many things. So how was it playing with Jay Cutler?
Great question.
It seems to always be.
Hey, he put up all. He like
Jay Cutler was Jay Cutler towards everybody. That's the one thing I did respect. He's definitely an asshole, but but he was an asshole to everybody. So that's what I respected. It was different coming from college. My college quarterback, we kick it. We used to kick it all the time. We was cool.
So what made him an asshole? Like, what was it?
It was his personality, from what I did. His natural personality is just an asshole. One of my really good friends are like that too.
I think it was his personality, but it was like it was times I didn't see emotion out of him. But I think he had got hurt for a couple games and he sat out and he came back. I think it was against the Vikings and he played. I think he might have won that game. That was the first time I got seen like true emotion out of him, like excitement and when that enthusiasm he had. It was different. But it's his personality. I think he just kind of come off like an asshole, rub everybody wrong. But you a vet, he a quarterback, $100 million man in the locker room, so it's different. The money play a part a lot of times in the locker room too. As far as like different stuff, what you can and can't say.
He said what you can and can't say.
Yeah, but
nobody try to kick his ass or nothing.
Oh no, he was cool at times. Like I said, he had his times. He was an asshole, but he was cool though. But as far as like being a gunslinger, having a rocket, having an arm, Jay Cutler definitely had that. He definitely could put the ball in places that I think a lot of other quarterbacks couldn't do on some Matt Stafford type. He was definitely a good quarterback. I think just at that time he wasn't doing that good and weapons around, but he definitely was different. It's
funny that you said that, because that's exactly what Mike Martz said in his most recent interview about Jay Cutler too. He said all the talent in the world, strong arm, but his ability to put things where a lot of other quarterbacks can't was his weakest thing too, because he was an idiot who would force every single ball in there. And
I think he relied on his arm a lot. I think that was the biggest thing. He definitely relied on his arm and tried to squeeze a lot of stuff in there. But he definitely had, like I said, one of the last, I think, like gunslingers type quarterback that is out there.
Absolutely. So how was that feel going from him to I believe senior year was Connor? Was that Connor? Was that Connor Cook?
Yeah.
Year, right?
Yeah.
And so how was, because I forgot who your quarterback freshman year was.
We had Kirk was there.
Kurt, I was about to say Kurt was on his way out.
Yeah, Kurt was on his way out, and then we had Andrew Maxwell. He played like a year.
I was about to say, I knew it was one that didn't last long.
Yeah, Andrew Maxwell. I ain't gonna say that's the reason we didn't go to the national championship, but we lost. We lost to Notre Dame at Notre Dame.
Yeah, the baby Irish.
Yeah, we lost to them at Notre Dame, and that was our one loss my junior year that we had. That we ended up going to the Rose Bowl, which is a great game. But out of that loss, we definitely going to play Florida State somebody in the national championship. I think our chances of winning the national championship was looking good.
Very high, absolutely. So what was the difference in the like the ball and stuff? Because he tries Connor was more ball controlled in my opinion, where like you said, Jay was more like a gunslinger. But Connor had some. He could get the ball in there though. Yeah,
we had weapons though. We had the Big Ten receiver of the year that year. Our senior year, Tony Lippert was the Big Ten receiver of the year. He played both ways. We had a running game. Our deep, like he was playing. he just didn't have to mess the game up for a certain stage. He was being young, so we had a number one defense in college football, and then just Connor, he definitely had gutsy throws, but just the locker room vibe. We all, compared to anybody, we all got along. We all went out together. We all did stuff together. So that our vibe as a team was we just knew we was going to win those 2 years. Like we was kind of unstoppable in our heads. And I love Connor. I love Connor, the guy he was, and just stepped in, and just made plays.
Absolutely. That was the true, what we try to get the Bears fandom to understand how important the locker room and how team chemistry is. So, and then just fortunate, like I believe 5 of you all just on the offensive side that year got drafted or played on the NFL franchise, which is, man, remarkable in itself, Love that.
So you say you follow the Bears now, huh?
Yeah, I watch the Bears. I'm a Bears fan. I'm not a Lions fan, and everybody want me to be here. Everybody want me to be here. I've never been a Lions since they went 0-16. I was a Lions fan. That was it. But yeah, I still watch the Bears. And I think the Bears are doing good as far as like what the program. I mean, what they doing around as far as like getting rid of players. Like they got rid of Roquan Smith. Like they get rid of Robert Quinn. So when moves like that kind of start happening, you don't really blame. I don't think you really blame the quarterback. I think
I don't think you can blame the team for that either. I mean,
yeah, I think they kind of
just players for that.
They kind of just calling it a season, kind of try to plan for the next draft or plan for something else. And with that, they doing a good job, and they definitely getting better though as I've been watching them.
And let me ask you this: since you brought up the Roquan situation, just kind of put JB down a little bit. Jack Sanborn is his replacement right now. On Sunday, he had 12 tackles, 2 sacks. Should have had an interception that was brought back on a horrible penalty call, and he looked damn good for somebody who makes $1.5 million compared to Roquan, who wanted 20.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
And that's the business aspect.
I love Roquan. I wish he was still here, but not for $20 million. When you're a rebuilding team for $20 million,
that's the business in the NFL right there.
Yeah.
It's always players in the locker room that can play. They want the opportunity and the chance. But Roquan is going to be. I'm not saying other guy now, but he's going to be.
JB.
He's going to be.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Wherever he go, and I think it's players.
Roquan's going to be behind. There's no question.
Yeah, he's going to be a great player wherever he go. But it's always players behind to wait for that chance and opportunity to be able to show what they can do. But I definitely think the Bears is making business decisions as far as this season goes. I mean, being how far they are, how many games they are behind, and with the Vikings playing how they playing right now. So,
and Aaron Rodgers sucks.
I'm glad that you brought up Agent Jack Sanborn. He sounds like an agent, no?
He does. He looks like an agent.
Really sounds like an agent. But the reason I'm glad you brought that up is because tonight we're going to do something a little different. We're going to give our buddies a few minutes to talk about a few topics that they really feel passionate about talking about as far as the game is concerned. And one of those topics is Agent Jack Sanborn, the emergence of him. And like you were saying, Frank, for a lot less money than what Roquan was talking about. And he didn't even produce in one game what Jack Sanborn produced the other day.
That's not true.
That is true.
Yeah, it is.
Roquan's ever had 2
What
sacks.
did Roquan do Sunday?
First of all,
he had 1 big tackle game.
What did Roquan do Sunday? Now, hold that thought. Let me bring in my man.
I'm about to light you up.
Because he wants to talk about it. So let's bring him in. Easy.
Oh, what's up, guys?
He's ready. He's ready to
first of all, I'm Elijah. Thanks for having me on.
Gunslinger Easy. He's ready right now.
You know it. I feel like
linebacker
position, specifically off-ball linebackers, you could get so much bang for your buck by drafting one late. And that's kind of what the Bear, or I guess Sanborn was undrafted, right? Or was
undrafted, yeah.
Undrafted, yeah. You could get so much bang for your buck for a guy like that. Whereas, Roquan Smith, amazing player. I want him to do well in Baltimore. I have nothing against the Ravens. But it's kind of like what Frank was saying. You don't want to pay like a guy like that $20 million when there's just so many more important positions and when you're a team that's rebuilding. And I was just very impressed by the game Sanborn played. I liked him in college, at Wisconsin, and I think the Bears can. I think he's definitely a Bear. Like, I could see him fitting long term in Ryan Poles' future plans.
He's still got to progress more, but it was a great start. He's having a great start.
Right, and that's pretty much that's my take on Agent Sanborn.
Agent Sam.
I like that. We're gonna have to trademark that with the Velvet Jones.
No, stop. No. Okay, I'm gonna be that guy because that's what I do.
No, please.
First of all, let's pump our brakes for one good game against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Stop.
You're
Stop
right.
With the nickname. Stop with this is the next great guy. And Easy, I'm not discrediting you for saying that you can have value in the bottom tier or even in undrafted free agency, because you can, right? But at the same time, to sit up here in a rebuild and sit up here and say that you're not going that you get more bang for your buck. Guess what? Top tier teams, you know why they win? Because they have top tier talent. They pay people,
but not year one.
No. Listen to that.
Right, but this is like year one of the Eberflus polls. Like we haven't paid anyone yet because everyone's new, right? Like the GM is new, the head coach is new, Fields is franchise quarterback in his second year. So I'd like to see what the Bears do with their ungodly amount of money this offseason. We're talking about moral victories. Let's talk about that cap space, because we have more than double the next highest team. I think the Giants have like 50 million. The Bears are going to have upwards of 120. So when they have a chance to pay people, they're going to pay people. And I just hope, I hope a lot of people are released.
All right, so let's get to your next topic.
Yeah, this is the list of the free agents available that you're trying to pay and field a Super Bowl caliber team. Yeah, not for the positions we need. Sorry, try again.
All right, so let's get to your next topic, EZ. Let's talk about Justin Fields for a minute. So what did you see from Justin Fields? Did he have a good game? What is a good game for a quarterback?
Yeah, I think that, and this might be a product of the fantasy football era where, everything's on your phone. It's just, we have so many just ridiculously high expectations statistically of quarterbacks that put up passing numbers week after week. And it's like, Fields has been putting up numbers. Like, he's been leading the Bears to roughly 30 points a game the past, 5-6 games or whatever. And it's just that something I noticed, he threw a pick six, made a mistake, very common for a second-year player.
He owned to it.
And he not only did he own up to it, he immediately responded. And I think that is kind of the sign of what makes a really good quarterback is it's not, you can't make mistakes. Tom Brady makes mistakes. Tom Brady threw a pick six in the Super Bowl, right?
Every quarterback.
It's about how you get up and how you respond. And Fields immediately responded by saying, fuck it, I'll do it myself, and making like a 65-yard touchdown run.
Right.
And, can't blame him for the missed extra point. And I just think that, when judging a quarterback in the grand scheme of things, you got to look at how they do situationally, when it matters most. And that's why I really respect the way Fields played on Sunday. And got to fix the problems. Pick six, you don't want to see that ever, but it's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. And that's why I think
you should have thrown that ball out of bounds, man. You should have thrown that ball.
Absolutely, throw it at somebody's feet. Something.
No question. Right? Throw it away. Throw it away with conviction. Right? Throw it at your tight end's feet. Whatever. Also, I want to say it did come after a holding penalty. The pick six. Herbert had a really nice run. Should have been at the 50-yard line. They called a ticky-tacky holding call. Pushed us back. It's not an excuse. It's just what happened. This is the game situation. And, he ended up throwing a pick six on the next play. And on the one hand, it's something that these mistakes are things that I think will improve with time. It's not like when the Bears had Trubisky starting, he made some mistakes that were okay, what the fuck are you doing? What are you seeing? Even me.
And then he made that same mistake again.
Right. Yeah, he'd make the same mistake. Exactly. And I like Trubisky. He seems like a good guy, but he made a lot of mistakes like that. Whereas Justin Fields, it seems like he doesn't make the same mistakes over and over. And that's refreshing to see. I'm pretty sure past 6 games, 3 total interceptions, which is nice, cutting back on those. And what you want to see in year 2, especially when we're rebuilding like this, is progress. And Fields is getting challenged like very few other young quarterbacks in the league are, with a front office that's trading everyone, which I think is the right decision. and just a kind of a patchwork offensive line. And he's rising to the occasion. I wouldn't be surprised if he got voted to the Pro Bowl this year.
No, if he keeps this up, he will be
for sure.
I mean,
all right, that's 5. Thanks, man.
Right.
Hey,
of course. Glad
what up to Jeremy? I don't know if you were old enough to see him play.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, I remember. I was at the
we
game.
don't got like 12-year-olds.
I went to SDSU. I went. I was at the game. I was at the Monday night game where he made that crazy catch on the sideline. That was pretty cool. So
that was 7 years ago.
Yeah,
it was a while ago. It was a lot of fans.
They're the last Bear to score a game-winning touchdown in Green Bay. So thanks for that. You made my.
It was in St. Louis, right? In St. Louis,
and the last Bear to score a touchdown in St. Louis, but also the last one to score a game winner in Green Bay.
Oh, game winner in Green Bay. Yeah, we don't get too many.
Made my Thanksgiving. So thank you.
That was Thanksgiving.
Yep, I'm about to say.
Absolutely.
Nice meeting you, man.
All right,
take care. Take care, guys.
Cool, man.
All right, peace.
Yep.
So before we get to our next guest, I want to bring something back up with Jeremy because a lot of things going on with this 1-2 punch now. How was that dynamic between with you and Forte your rookie year?
It was good. As far as I think Matt was so used to being the workhorse, it was a little different for him. I mean, he was where that's who they get the ball to a lot, and he did everything. As far as when he had got injured, and I started a couple games, and he came back. But the 1-2 punch, like I said, he was still the same guy. Like I said, good dude all the way around. I mean, he always looked out, and as far as like coaching and stuff, but we definitely. That's what we did. That's what we ended up going to when he came back from injuries, the 1-2 punch. And I think running backs, I think personally that running back should be to have that 1-2 punch. It lasts, your career lasts longer.
Absolutely.
And we have people to do different things that's good at different stuff. And I think that was for both of us. We both were good at the similar things. And I think we definitely had a good thing going right there with that 1-2 between me and him.
Yep, I loved it. And you had something to the tune of almost 600 yards in that during that time too. And as a rookie, that was awesome. Like we were like, man, we rocking and rolling now. So that was excellent to see because now you see a lot of the teams following that same philosophy. Even to this day, people say the running game is dead, but I'm looking like, man, passing numbers across the league are now. It's the running numbers that are up.
Oh yeah, and that's how they do. When they get cold, they be trying to run the ball.
Yeah,
when as I said, when they say that till it get cold outside when you play in Chicago and then November, December, you got to tote that rock.
Right, absolutely.
So this week, I was calling out Justin haters. The people that said, Justin ain't no good. Yeah, we need to move on to a new quarterback. Shit like that. I called their asses out because as of
you called a lot of them out.
Yeah,
you literally went fishing for those people.
Now I did say last season, I said I can't wait until I start calling all you motherfuckers out one by one. I will start posting it on Facebook. I said that a year ago, and here I am. So the next guy that we gonna have on, he was like, yeah, post these motherfuckers.
Right.
And he's definitely an advocate for justice. And he wants to come in, he wants to talk about the progression of Justin Fields. So let's bring him in. Dylan. His name is Dylan. That's from MTV. If y'all don't remember that shit.
I don't remember that. Was that when it was colored?
Dylan.
MTV? I spit out fire.
He got it. He got it.
I rip and I rhyme.
I'm gonna have to look that
do me a favor.
I'm about to say, ain't that Dave Chappelle?
No, it's not. It's
we're
MTV.
5 greatest rappers of all time, man. Dylan.
Turn your phone, would you?
Dylan.
What skit was that on? I remember that, but I don't remember who.
Keep turning.
No, that was a Chappelle Show skit. However, it was also Making the Band. It was a spoof of Making the Band.
Yeah, I remember Making the Band, but I'm saying what you talking about, Dylan, that was Dave Chappelle.
No, that was in Making the Band.
Yeah, Making the Band.
He said it himself. Dylan.
Man, I like
that was real life.
Turn your phone, Dylan.
Which way, man?
Just turn it sideways so it goes long ways. So then I'll go long ways on the screen too. Okay, it doesn't work for you. What the hell? There it is.
There it is. so we can see your ugly face, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right, say what up to Jeremy.
Hey, Mr. Langford, it's a pleasure. I do want to ask you real quick, how are things going over at Mr. Jeremy these days?
You said that again?
Hey, I did a little digging.
Say that again?
I said, how are things going at Mr. Jeremy these days?
What's that?
It must be something else. That's my bad. I must have you confused with someone else. There's a Jeremy Langford who does some Bitcoin mining. I thought it might be you.
Oh, no.
You said, no, you don't do that shit.
Well, if he was in Bitcoin, that'd be some.
Don't you have like a rib joint or something?
Yeah, I got a soul food restaurant by the airport in Detroit.
A word?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, me and my family got right. She was like 10 minutes from the airport.
What's the greens hitting for? What's the greens hitting like?
No, everything's soul food, man. I was born in Alabama. I got family in Alabama, so it's real life.
So you know it's good. What's the name of the joint?
I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
The Real McCoy.
The Real McCoy. Okay.
Yeah.
Real McCoy. Okay.
Y'all live in Detroit.
Check it out.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this Justin Fields.
Yeah, let's get into this. All right, so let's start right now.
Man,
Justin Fields.
That boy's the truth. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
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 No, but I really do think it's interesting though how like a lot of Chicago Bears fans, a lot of the ESPN pundits, national media guys, they were just treating him like he was just dog shit, right?
Right, like Dan Orlovsky, yes.
And now Dan Orlovsky's in love with him, dude.
What really bothered me about it is there was like no objectivity with it, right? Like no credit to Matt Nagy and his trash schemes. Like, you might have talked a little bit about how like the line sucks and he doesn't have very many weapons, but it really just seemed like you wanted to put it all on he doesn't make the right read or it's his footwork or whatever else. And yeah, there might be some of those things, but it's just crazy how like there was no real objectivity with him.
Right. I see what you're saying, man. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about these haters. They didn't give him time. Nobody gave him time.
None.
And, real Bears fans gave him time. They said, "What? Slow your roll. Hold up. Justin's gonna be good. He just has to adjust. I mean, come on. This is his second offense in just 2 years. Give him a minute."
And he didn't even have a full year with that first offense.
Right. And then
I kind of feel, and we talked about it on this podcast before, this is kind of his rookie year again. It pretty much is.
I know, kind of. It definitely is.
It is pretty much.
Matt Nagy's offense was not tailored to anything Justin did well, but Justin still had flashes, which is why the kid could play.
Yeah, agreed.
In spite of what Nagy had going on.
The crazy thing about it is, like, there were times when Nagy and them, they would cater to his strengths, and you would see some of those things come through. You would see those moments, but they would never really stick with it, right? Like,
no, because they changed it after that, right back to their shit. His Denny's menu freaking restaurant that he runs.
So, Jeremy, what do you say about the playbook? Because, I mean, obviously, route concepts and things like that are one thing, but the language, is that really what it is? Because if a quarterback, what is it, like 12 to 13 actual routes that you guys run?
Yeah, football for the most part is similar all year around. I think I like Justin all year. I like Justin. I'm gonna say that. As far as like he doing what he got to do to win games, as far as rushing and he doing what he got to do to win games. And that's the biggest thing that he is doing. He is trying to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like football, I mean, the concepts for the most part is all the same. I mean, football is football. I think that dude got to incorporate what he did at Ohio State, because Ohio State, he was an elite quarterback. The receivers he had might have been a little different. I think you got to put some pieces around them as far as that. But at the end of the day, football is all the same thing. And I think that they definitely got to incorporate that Ohio State offense in there for him to be at his true ability, his best ability.
Yeah, and that'll take time because he needs the weapons to be able to do something.
He definitely needs the weapons.
When he was after his rookie year and then after he was drafted, I did like a little stat at Ohio State. He had 4.6 seconds to throw the football. That's freaking taking a nap back there.
Yeah,
and he has like 2.1 here with the Bears right now. That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
That's why he has to use his legs so much.
Okay, so speaking of weapons, they had one. Chase Claypool, which they traded away a second-round pick.
I'm so
But
torn.
They put one weapon around him. They put a weapon around him. But why didn't he get any fucking real playing time?
19 snaps is all he had the whole game. 19 snaps.
Eberflus said after the game that
Eberflus
said after the game that you know, that he was like the primary, but he was covered a lot. And honestly, all that really just said to me was this man just is not ready yet. Because he followed all that other stuff up with, you know, we got 7 guys in the room. So it's like, do you know your motions? Do you know your routes? Do you know this? Do you know that? It's just it's competing every day. I just think he might not be like up to speed yet.
I think it's bullshit.
Please, foul mouth, speak on it because I was about to cuss him out.
I think it's bullshit. This is why I think it's bullshit. First of all, I think that the Bears, as much as good as they are as competing right now, because as quick as they are 3-7, they can be fucking 8-2 right now.
Hell yeah.
Not only that, I think they want to lose games so they can get that high draft capital, but they're not going to let fans know, and they damn sure going to try to spin it away where the players still look like they're giving full effort, which they are giving full effort, but, you know, play calling can be spotty at times. How in the fuck do you sit up there? This man's, what he had, 3 fucking days when he was with the squad, and he played, 26 snaps?
26 snaps, yes.
This first week. Had multiple pass targets. Then you come out the second week. 1, he doesn't start. 2, he only got 2 fucking targets. And you're going to sit up there and he only had 19 snaps.
19 snaps.
Fucking
Mooney had 37.
51.
Somebody else had 37.
And don't get me wrong. Dante Pettis is cool special teams guy. As far as a wide receiver, there's a reason
not a
why
2 or 3
fucking teams. Yeah,
no, he's not. He's like a 4 or 5, 6.
He's more like a
2 or 3s in the team right now.
Thank you.
That's what our receiving core is. It's just a bunch of 4s and 5s.
But think of something like this that's really that you're struggling to really like get it. And that's why I said I want to cuss him out so bad. I call him Coach Emoji because all he does is make faces on the sideline. I don't see him really getting in and doing no real coaching and stuff like that. But when you have a talent such as Claypool and you're going against a hapless defense who's given up multiple long distance passes, I don't care if you don't know the play, but guess what? Jump ball.
Claypool should have been in
sideline. But you know what you do? You throw him the wide receiver screen like he's Devin Hester. I don't understand that. And what I'm saying is, instead of saying that Claypool isn't up to speed, Eberflus and Getsy are the ones that are not up to speed.
That could be.
You don't even dress N'Keal Harry. Velvet Jones is a no-show for the second week in a row. And I get it. Byron Pringle, you paid for him. He was your all-star acquisition.
We wanted to see what he can do, I guess.
But he's also got a cap-friendly number where if you say la vie to him next year, he's not going to cost you a dime.
I mean,
and it's the Lions. Like, why not go ahead and beat a team that you know you should beat? Why beat around the bush?
My theory is this. I think that they didn't play him because if they threw on the ball, he was going to fucking kill. First of all, me and T were at the fucking game. When they put his ass in, most of the time they were fucking running. So they basically had him in there as a fucking blocking wide receiver. And there were plenty of times in the game where he was there where he had one-on-one fucking coverage. I'm going to take him any and every day against majority of the fucking DBs in the league. I mean, there's very few guys in the league that's fucking 6'4" that runs a 4.3 40, and that's 240 pounds.
Hey, Justin Fields about the only other one.
Hey, go back to what you just said. And Jeremy, I want you to remember this and help them know because you're the one that played. He said multiple times with one-on-one coverage. When you have one-on-one coverage, what does that really mean the defense is trying to do?
As far as the other defense?
Yes.
Run the ball.
No. Stop the run or stop Justin, right?
Yeah, that's their main focus is to stop Justin. I mean, Justin is the biggest threat on their offense.
Which is
so
why
one-on-one, you take shots, right?
You should.
But you know what though? When they're in man coverage, I've seen this a lot. Like he pulls that joint down and takes off. This guy's still going downfield and he's running right behind him.
Yeah, he's fast.
Yeah.
He's
I mean, it's
So it's like you really can't run a man defense to stop this man.
You know, the clock in his head is telling him, like, man, especially, all right, that Braxton Jones experiment, that shit's over with.
It's rough.
Please get somebody else over there. If Justin Fields is your most important piece, you need to make sure that his ass actually survives the season. You got a 5th-round rookie. And it's not to say that he won't be good, but right now, you can't afford to lose your fucking most important chess piece because you're trying to figure out if Braxton Jones can be a guy or be that guy.
That's an experiment. That's an experiment you can do if you have fucking Andy Dalton at quarterback. That's an experience.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But not your franchise quarterback.
Put Riley Reef
man,
over
that's
there.
tough.
You got fucking Leatherwood. I don't give a fuck.
That's
shit.
tough
Sign
though,
somebody else.
because this a 5th-round rookie who's outperforming 2 All-SEC first-rounders.
No, he's not.
You know who he's talking about.
You better go look. I can't remember what their names are. Some dude from Mississippi State and another dude from Alabama. Both, he's outperforming them both at run blocking, pass blocking, and he has a better Pro Football Focus grade.
Oh,
Man,
man.
I'm just saying, like, look, as a rookie blindside blocker, that's a
that
big.
PFF is fucking bullshit.
PFF
That
is
PFF
like
has
fucking,
Mustafa in the half.
yeah.
That Mustafa should be in the fucking negatives.
PFF is like fucking looking at Credit Karma and shit and trying to figure out your fucking credit score.
First of
I'm
all,
just saying, man, like,
hold on, let me hit you to a little knowledge, brother. Braxton Jones has given up the most pressures, which includes hits, sacks, all of that, of any tackle. Any tackle.
In the NFL, yeah.
in the league.
In the league.
See, that shit had to be in the last couple of weeks because this stat I had just referenced. This stat I had just referenced.
Gradually gotten worse every
Let me tell you
season.
something. Pro Football Focus also had Roquan ranked number 67 in linebackers.
This year.
Period. So let's not go Pro Football Focus. We're gonna discredit everything they say, but we're gonna listen to the actual guy that played pro football right there to your right, to your left, right, whatever you.
What you think?
And I want to know, Jeremy, because line is so important, and I'm kind of concerned now because hell, when are we gonna see Leatherwood?
I agree. Yeah, I'd like to have him give a chance, man.
That's the 1st-round pick that didn't make it.
Oh, they got a 1st-round pick. See, I'm not hip to the offensive line.
Oakland,
So let me give you a little hint.
Vegas cut him after 1 year.
He was the number 8 pick,
8, yeah,
or something like that. Well, he was the 1st-round draft pick.
Definitely top 10.
Out of Alabama, a left tackle. They cut him after 1 year.
And his rookie contract?
Yeah. So
Nobody
we
knew
scooped
why.
him up. We scooped. What we get him? A 7th for him?
7th rounder, yeah.
So we traded a 7th for him. We picked him up. Now, I'm not saying just because you got Alabama across your chest, meaning
We didn't trade
all
anything.
world. We know that's not the case.
Oh, that was a straight signing.
Yeah, we didn't trade anything for him. That was a sign off the practice squad. They cut him.
No, we traded us.
No, we traded.
Did we trade for him?
Yeah. But my point being is, if that guy was graded one time as a top anything at the left tackle position, and we know how much of a dumpster fire the Raiders tend to be, why aren't we giving that guy a chance to see? We might have your left tackle. Sometimes this change of scenery does a person good.
He was the number 17th pick in the 2021 draft.
So
No, the Bears did not get anything for him. They claimed him off of waivers.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, they claimed him off of waivers. We got N'Keal Harry for a 7th round.
Oh, that's what we got for
that's
7th
right.
round.
Okay.
N'Keal Harry, okay.
But
Hey,
shit,
even
hell,
still, he didn't cost you nothing. Why is he not playing?
Hey, before we go any further, we're gonna let Dylan go. But before we let you go, what you know about that Gale Sayers jersey you got back there, man?
Man, hey,
Nice jersey, dude.
that's the thing of beauty is signed too. You want to see it up close?
You got some nice helmets back there too.
Mine too, damn.
Yeah, you might have to watch your back, bro.
Let me show you real quick.
Zoom in up in that bitch.
Let me show you real quick. I don't know if I could turn my camera around like this, but yeah, you can see.
Oh yeah, see.
Oh, you signed
That's
in
authentic
before.
too, right? Oh, and
This-
Dolphins joint? Yeah.
This by Ricky Williams. The C says smoke weed
Nice.
every day.
I see it, yeah. That's hilarious, by the way.
This that dude Peanut Tillman.
Wish they brought that helmet back.
Dude, this helmet's fucking clean, right?
I wish they brought that helmet back.
There goes your boy, the GOAT, Devin Hester.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
And then this one ain't very flashy or anything, but this one of my favorite all-time Bears right here. Lance Briggs, baby.
Absolutely.
Birthday Briggs.
We had Lance on the show, man. You should go check that show out, man. We're trying to get Lance back. But
that's one of my favorite all-time Bears, man.
Lance so big time on NBC Sports Chicago. He ain't really got time for us, but
I know. Him and David Kaplan are thick as thieves.
I'm trying to holler at him. But all right, Dylan, go get you some cheesecake, brother.
Hey, man, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
Great having you.
All right, bro, take it easy.
Take care.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I want to see, like I said, I want to see more Claypool. I want to see Justin take more shots down the field. In a scenario for as far as this year, I would love to see N'Keal Harry on one side, Chase Claypool on another,
and Mooney inside.
Come on, brother. We right here.
And Mooney inside.
Why not?
Maybe that'll be one next year.
He got big body wide receivers. Throw the motherfucker up, let him go on here and go get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta let them go on here. Let your receivers make plays for you.
Yeah, and I mean, we haven't even talked about Big Stiffy.
Hey, Jeremy, we gonna show Cole Kmet some love.
The tight end, he been doing all right. He did good last week.
Yeah, the good last 4 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
3 weeks.
I wouldn't go that far, Frank.
5 touchdowns, 3 weeks.
I think they gotta start using the tight end.
Only one of them was long, the other one was right there. So. I'll put it to you like this. You better
targeting him.
Fucking ball, you wide the fuck open, shit. Catch the motherfucker.
They should have been getting more targets though. Those safer throws though. If you want them to throw the ball, you gotta get the ball to tight end.
And that's what we were saying. Like, I'm looking at Getsy, and again, I'm like the guy that I want to be optimistic, but I'm cautious about my optimism because again, that's a rookie play caller too. So he's making some calls. In my opinion, it's just like, dude, I can make a better call on that. No, fuck, man, I can make a better call on Tecmo Bowl, and it's only 4 plays you can call. Like, stop, because now, like 8 passes in the first half was just beyond me. Then the 12 passes you threw, how many traveled over? What was it? What was the stat, Chris? Like only 1 pass traveled over 12 yards or something like that, or 15, something like that.
And that was the deep to Kmet.
Yeah,
that's just like, that's horrible.
Might have been too.
So like when you have a play caller like that, what from the player side? Because now I can't just say the running back because you also received out the background like a monster. I mean, out the backfield like a monster. So when you see that kind of going from the player side, do you all lose a little respect? Let me not say respect. Do you all lose faith in the ability of that coach to call plays?
My OC was Adam Gase. So Adam Gase was, when he was there, I loved the way he called plays and he got everybody involved. Like he tried he wanted to get everybody the ball.
He spread the ball around.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing about finding the playmakers. But I think this is the way the Bears season is going. Like I think everybody in the office, in front office, and the coaching staff is kind of a little shook up as far as. I think they tanking it too, to be perfectly honest with you. So it's kind of hard to really.
We can't say that, right? Like that word is like forbidden fruit.
Yeah, but the way they shaking things up and trying to see what they got in the locker room right now and see what other players they got, they know what they got right now. But the other players, the younger players, they're trying to find somebody else to see if they can see what they can do as well.
That's what I've always said. Year one, this is pretty much they're trying so many different things to try to figure out what that they're gonna do in the future, and obviously. Tailing towards Fields' legs a little bit. I don't want that to constantly happen in the future, obviously, but that's gonna be a weapon in his arsenal because you can't stop it.
But make it a weapon of leisure.
It will be, just not as much as what we're seeing. I don't expect him to be running for 170 yards a game.
That's a lot.
That's too much to me. But I mean, you take it. I mean, 2 of those were 60-yarders as well, so let's not forget that one.
Okay, that's even more. That's more mileage. But my thing is. Design and if you notice, and I'm not trying to be that guy again, but I have to be.
Yes, you are.
It's okay to be that guy. Just be that.
You're always that guy.
We'll get you a shirt that says "I'm the guy."
I'll just be that guy. But loving the dynamic plays that these quarterbacks, from Randall Cunningham to Mike Vick to Lamar to Donovan, everybody that could get up out the jam and take it to the house. That career gets real short when you get into like year 5, 6. Justin just had part of his ear stitched back on. That's just the start of it. Like, I don't want to see Justin coming up like Randall Cunningham did when all of a sudden they couldn't stop him, so they broke his leg. I don't want to see that. When he's proven he can actually throw the ball.
But if you don't have a line to protect him right now, you can't rely on throwing.
No, that's not true. There are other. So the Bears are the only team in the league don't have a line. That's the only team in the league don't have a line.
No, but I would probably say they are probably the worst offensive line.
One of, no doubt. But again, more play action, more rollouts. When you got that one-on-one coverage, take your shots. Hell, run some damn slants. Me and Chris
I agree with that. I don't understand what that is.
I would like to see a curl. And I hate curls because of Nagy. You know what?
Fucking Nagy curls, man.
You took the words out my fucking mouth because I was literally about to sit up there and say, I wouldn't mind seeing a fucking curl or two now.
Right? I know. But
especially when you got 6'4", 6'5", 6'5", 6'4". Like, come on.
If you watch some of his play actions, though, he's looking to pass, and his receivers aren't getting open.
That's because
you want to know why they're not getting open? Because
Cole Kmet's
the
big
routes that they are calling, the fucking receivers are running straight into the fucking defense.
I know, dude. I know.
So another topic I wanted to bring up real quick, the running back situation.
I was about to ask about that too.
Well, we ain't got to worry about Khalil Herbert out.
Khalil Herbert
out for a month,
he gonna be out.
He's gonna be out for 4 to 6
David
weeks.
Montgomery's time to shine and kind of get that spotlight back. Jeremy, do you think David Montgomery might be the odd man out after the season?
Good question, T.
Now I was wondering though, because Khalil Herbert kind of came out of nowhere when I was kind of watching it, but David Montgomery was a top 100 player last year.
That was a horrible offense.
Yeah, he definitely toast the rock. I like him. I think, like I said, I definitely like two back systems, but it's just time to shine right now. We'll see these at the end of the season, regardless, to go make something shake. I like David Montgomery too. I think he run the ball hard, and I think he's running the ball harder now from seeing Khalil Herbert take over. When I watched him at the end of the game last week, he's running the ball hard, and I think that's what he got to do. I mean, he needs some push behind him for sure.
Yeah. So you think that he would? Do you think he would take a team-friendly deal?
Montgomery.
No, because if he
Chicago,
don't,
I'm not seeing no. I mean, in the near future, maybe.
Give me a number because I don't know. My team-friendly deal with Scrooge McDuck over there running the show is not the same as probably you guys. So I'm kind of confused as to what team-friendly would be because clearly he wants to be here. That's first and foremost, and he has value.
And I'm about to say he is a good. I mean, I think as far as being on a team to be with Justin and be with that's a good start on the offense is having him back there and as a running back.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, as a running back, taking a team friendly deal is, I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean team friendly deal. I'm thinking like
depends on what we're talking about.
South
as
of
a team friendly deal, like
the mill. 10,000.
What would you think? All right, Jeremy. Let's just say that we're gonna put you in Montgomery's shoes. What would you be looking for as far as the yearly salary?
And let's not forget, unfortunately, running back salaries has
I'm
dropped.
trying to think.
Thanks to that guy in Dallas right now.
I'm trying to see who got paid. Who was the last running back they got paid? As far as
Ezekiel Elliott was probably the last one.
Christian
McCaffrey was at.
He a different.
He just got traded.
Yeah, he in kind of a different caliber as far as being a running back too.
But that's another reason they'll never franchise him because the top between him, Ezekiel, I thought it was Dalvin Cook and Alvin Kamara is too high.
Yeah, they're in a different caliber as far as like.
Henry, Derrick Henry's the fifth.
Derrick Henry too. Okay, yeah.
And those different calibers and stuff. But I mean, a 4-year deal if you want to be there for a long time. I'm not sure exactly where it's at as far as guaranteed, but I think the guaranteed number got to be up there as far as being a running back, and I need 4 years at least.
So
Derrick Henry is the highest paid running back in football. He's getting $14 million a year. They gave him a $2 million bump up.
Yeah, he's not gonna get 14.
No, he ain't getting 14.
But I'm concerned because isn't Saquon and Jonathan Taylor up next year? Which would mean that
Saquon is up. Jonathan Taylor got a little bit more time.
He got one more year.
See, that's what it's gonna take though. See if the other running backs get paid first, and then he can kind of maneuver off that.
And that's why you got to pay him if you want him before Saquon
Before
gets
that, because he's gonna have to ask for more. And if he asks for more, you have to give it to him.
The thing is this: you have to know your value right now. He's not as good as Saquon. He's not as good as Jonathan Taylor. So Saquon contract is gonna be up, and right now Saquon is saving the fucking Giants' ass. So
Absolutely.
I can see Saquon setting the market where he's probably getting 15 million, maybe even 16. I mean, it is New York. They need something because offensively, I'm still not a Daniel Jones fan. I don't give a fuck what the fuck they reckon.
I see them
drafting.
Where's Montgomery stat wise when he compared to
ain't up there.
He splits his carries.
He ain't nowhere near Saquon right now.
He splits his carries. It's like 50-50 right now with him and Herbert.
Yeah.
Look it up. What is he like 3-something? He's got like 3-something, almost 4.
Take a look while you guys are talking.
Because I was watching a stat about the percentage of how Khalil Herbert's percentage of on-field during zone block, he actually averages like 4.3 yards a carry or something like that, where David Montgomery's like at 3.6. So it kind of, but it's the zone. Like they'll do more zone read plays with Herbert, but more power back stuff with Monty.
Yeah,
so he's got 434 in yards, and he's out 3.8 per carry.
3.8. Yeah, so
that's low this year.
Right, for this year, but again, it's in a way reduced role.
Yeah.
Well, one thing
that I think like when we're talking about like comparing like Herbert and Montgomery, and this is why I would love for them to at least try, but yeah, you can't overpay for Montgomery because Herbert can, but Herbert's just a runner. Like, I mean, that's a key thing. He isn't just a runner. He's just a north-south type runner. Yes, Montgomery can catch a pass. Montgomery is a phenomenal blocker, and that's something that you would desperately need to help out Fields' progression as well. And the downfall that Herbert has over Montgomery is Herbert hits that hole hard. He sees that hole and he hits that hole hard. Montgomery sometimes stutters a little bit, but he still does not go down on first contact, ever.
No, he doesn't.
Other than that one last week, actually. With the Lions, where he got freaking wrestled down. That was a mean hit.
You talking about when he came down the line?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That was mean. My God.
What is sad is that the offensive line is so bad as far as pass blocking that it's taking away a lot of things that we would love to see. Like, I would love to see Montgomery go out because of his ability to catch the ball. But unfortunately, the fucking line is so fucking poor, he has to stay in and block.
Mm-hmm.
Prime example, you talk about Big Stiffy. A lot of times he's not going to get targets.
It's Cole Kmet. That foul mouth calls Cole Kmet Big Stiffy.
Big Stiffy. Motherfucker stiff as fucking shit.
Not that he has 5 touchdowns in 3 games.
I thought that son bitch was going to knock his damn hip out of place after catching that ball last week and look like he was about to fall.
I know which one you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about.
I'm just glad he caught the ball because he so turned the wrong way.
He said that the sun was actually in his fucking eyes when he called it.
Man.
So, but anyway, we don't get a chance to see those guys be fully utilized. Like, I think Montgomery would be big for Justin in the passing game where he can throw out little flares to him, curls and things of that nature. And we know Montgomery can make guys miss in the open field, but unfortunately, the fucking line is so damn poor that he has to stay in there and he has to get he has to block because Montgomery damn sure can't do it. We saw that on a fucking punt.
That max protect
fucking punt last week.
That max protect stuff, it's killing us.
Yeah, because it's reducing the guys that he has ability to throw the ball to. True. Everybody has to stand there and fucking block. Braxton Jones gets fucking. I can bull rush Braxton Jones shit, and that's fucking sad. Everybody in their mouth. The scout report is bull rush his ass. He's gonna let you go straight past him because he's too.
That's the downfall. People get at first, people didn't know his weakness because he was so new, didn't know. They found out the bull rushing, and that's all they're doing. And they're freaking.
That's why we talk about the importance of film. Just like when we talk about the defensive side of the ball. Once you get film on somebody, you can neutralize what they want to do best, especially if they're a one-trick pony.
It's understandable for sure.
So, Frank uploaded some highlights of the game. For those of you in the chat that did not see it, Frank, you want to do the honors of it?
I'll do the honors of my ghetto rigged.
Can we see highlights of him throwing the ball?
There's a few of them in there.
Ain't none of Chase Claypool.
There's none of them are Chase Claypool. Yeah, you're right on that one. All right, here we go.
Position. Off the play fake. Fields in trouble. Steps away from the rush. Fields will throw over the middle. Coming back to help him out. And a first down. Now 2nd and 10. And it'll be a carry for DeAndre Swift. And Swift buried in the backfield. Nicholas Morrow. The first one there. Watch him just slam it up in there. First down. Goff off the play fake on the roll. In some trouble. And like a heat-seeking missile, Jack Sanborn is there to bring him down at the 4. Swift on the pitch. Can he get to the edge? In the end, no! Bears stop Swift with Nicholas Morrow on the sideline. Fields facing a 4-man rush, looking, trouble, able to get away, buying time. Over the middle, he finds Pringle. Off the play fake, Fields looking, throws into traffic, and it's down with a 1st and goal. Darnell Mooney hanging on through the big hit. The Bears use their 2nd timeout. The 15th play of this drive is 3rd and goal. Mooney in motion. Fields pumps. Flag down. Fields breaks the tackle. Fields on the scramble. Fields in for the touchdown. Are you kidding me? Justin Fields, a magician in Chicago. There's an injured bear in the end, or an injured lion in the end zone. Deshaun Elliott down in the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Bears on a magnificent play. Both allow conversion rate over 50%. Fields, data throw, directing traffic, and he finds Mooney again. Puts the tackle on his inside. The Lions 35. 1st and goal. Fields on the run. Throwing for the end zone. Commit. Leaping high to pull it in for a Bears touchdown.
Watch him. They've run so much quarterback sneak, and Komet's going to make it look like he's blocking out here on the perimeter. Watch him. 85. I'm blocking, and he sneaks by.
4th straight game with at least 1 passing and 1 rushing touchdown. He takes over on 1st down to give up the middle to Khalil Herbert. And Herbert pushing Lions to the 41-yard line.
Nice, got it all working today.
2nd and 1. Fields setting up, looking deep. Come in, wide open. He's got it. Pulled to the house. 50 yards. Bears touchdown. Chicago is rolling. Fields to Komet the 2nd time today that they have hooked up. And Cole Komet and the Bears celebrate. Off the play fake. In trouble. Goff is down. Jack Sanborn with his 2nd sack of the day. And now on 3rd down, Fields gets it. There's room to run for Fields. Fields, turn it on the speed. Fields on the angle. Trying to outrace Okuda. And he'll beat him to the goal line for the touchdown.
You know, I think I just learned a lesson. Don't record that outside when it's windy. That might have been all that freaking static.
Woo, boy.
Yeah.
My ears are bleeding.
Yeah,
But hey.
Saw a lot of good passes in there, though, JV.
And we saw a truck. Justin trucked.
Yeah, that was straight matted right there, man.
Trucked him.
I'm gonna say they need to run more curls.
Curls?
Yeah,
Curls
because
plants.
I'm looking at a lot of them plays. The reason why them receivers are not getting open because it seems like every fucking thing is fucking deep.
And too compacted. Everybody's in the same area.
Everybody's in the same fucking
And
vicinity.
they're like 10 yards. I don't understand. Oh, it's beyond me.
They need to do something. I mean, and also, man, Jesus Christ, you got big fucking wide receivers using. There's no way in fucking hell that you on the 5-yard, 7-yard line and you don't go in there with a fucking jumbo package. You get all your big boys in that motherfucker, and just in case some bullshit happen, you can throw the shit up. I would take 6'4" over 5'10" and 6 foot any fucking day of the week.
Especially like doing that on like a second down or something like that, man. Like,
I want to point something out to you guys again.
Or even a first.
If you remember the sequence of that particular drive, the play before, now Jeremy, check this out. They went 5 wide, 3 stacked at the top of the screen, right? 3 stacked wide, right, 2 at the bottom. They did a delayed quarterback draw on a 5 wide receiver set.
That is a Matt Nagy play call.
With two QB spots. Wow. You have a fullback and you have David Montgomery and you're on the 3-yard line. I don't get it. Is that getting too cute? What you think?
I'm about to say they probably is getting too cute right there. That's too, trying to trick. Being an offensive coordinator is tricky though, because you got to have some plays up your sleeve. But when people expect that.
But you know what they wouldn't expect him to do? Throw the jump ball.
Yeah.
They would never expect him to do that. You know why? Because they never do it.
I was say, when the last time the players threw a motherfucking fade?
I believe that was Alshon Jeffrey circa.
God damn. Like Alshon.
Yeah, no, you're right on that one. I mean, they did it with Allen Robinson a few times too, but
yeah,
they did it with A.
Oh God, we got a lion in the house.
Who, Sherry?
No,
Don Burrs.
Oh, this guy.
I had a feeling this guy was going to come on today. Just
Don. Don, okay, you did say
this
that, Don.
motherfucker.
Don, we got to give you your flowers because you did call. You did.
I ain't giving that motherfucker no flowers.
No, he did call it. I mean, Detroit's not going anywhere, so it's not like it's any damn thing I'm going to be proud of.
You know what? I'm not. This is the sweet part about it.
That was a great tackle by
I'm not even worried about it. You want to know why? Because we're going to see them sorry motherfuckers again. That's why. And I guarantee you, ain't going to be no refs here to call a fucking phantom ass hands to the face.
Yeah.
There ain't going to be no refs.
Did you see that, Jeremy?
About, he didn't get nailed.
Like, it was
the dude.
Yeah, like literally, he felt like he literally got karate chopped in the freaking throat.
The dude actually fucked up his leg.
Yeah, he twisted his ankle.
Trying to flop.
Flopping. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. He fucked himself up. They said they saw the motherfucker in the locker room. He's in fucking crutches. He's on crutches in the fucking locker room.
But the referees
that took away an interception.
Oh my God! Because Jared Goff got the ball punched at him, and his unathletic ass tripped on his own goofy ass feet.
Hollywood actor Jared Goff, he's already getting starred right now for next
fucking
Hollywood
goofy
movie.
Ass fall out of bounds. Yeah,
he tripped over his own feet.
Nobody touched it, and then they want to come over there and jump.
I mean, they gave us one though. You got to cut, so it balances out. They gave us one because technically that hit where Sanborn had him in the headlock, that should have literally been a flag. According to the letter of the law.
That was straight to the neck. He didn't touch the head.
No, man.
Well, who he have in the headlock?
When Jack Sanborn
made that hit.
He hit him all up here. And
no. That's a tackle.
I thought that was all neck.
That's a tackle. That shit happened. Then okay, you want to say that then? What about the last fucking play when they fucking slammed Justin Fields down to the fucking
and
ground?
Isn't that where he sliced his ear?
That is literally what they just called that cost the game in yesterday's game.
Last night.
Yeah. Right. That's what they called. Taylor Heineke, right? Yeah.
So Taylor Heineke's going to get it over Justin Fields? Like, you fucking serious?
Hey, look.
No, Don Burr, we're not sitting out there talking about that. First of all, if they didn't call that phantom ass hands to the face, you fuckers.
That would have been game over.
Right, because the interception
would have been game over.
No. But
that play would have never happened if they didn't call the out of bounds after hit too.
At the end of the day, you guys got the win. We'll see y'all ass in stinking ass Detroit.
But I want to know. I want to know something from Jeremy real quick.
It is better than Cleveland.
Hold on. Jeremy, how deep are you looking at this defense? Because I'm concerned our front seven is not solid. And then
our front seven.
I just saw a stat that shows that Jalen Johnson gives up the most QBR. He's given up over 100 in QBR to every quarterback he's faced and only 1 interception in 3 years. Do you think we're in trouble defensively?
Oh, you said Jalen Johnson?
I haven't watched that.
I was shocked.
Been getting targeted against him.
I was shocked when I
got
saw
destroyed.
That can't be right because shit, the first fucking couple weeks, the motherfucker ain't even get targeted.
He was targeted one time a game for the first 3 weeks until he got hurt.
Make this up. But what do you think about our D? Like, are we in trouble or too many holes to fill?
I think it's in trouble, dog. Just as far as the people they're getting rid of, I think they're just doing too much as far as rebuild. It's gonna be tough. It's overall the teams you getting rebuild is gonna be tough in general, though. Like I said, they're just trying to find new places and new faces to see what they can do. As far as the season, I know y'all are diehard and y'all want to see the wins and to come.
No,
but I didn't been on teams like this when you're in the locker room and there's new faces coming in every week. So somebody's getting leaked. Somebody got to blame. They don't want to be blaming themselves because they get fired, so they're kind of blaming other players. So it's new faces in, it's old faces out.
But ain't that crazy how y'all always take the blame?
That's how I go. I think you blame the players, you blame the quarterback, and then eventually you might go to the head coach, the OC. Everybody want to point fingers at, it's trying to keep their job. Everybody trying to keep their job.
Yeah.
So being that locker room,
I agree with that. Like front seven, man, you can't put. There is not one quarterback in this league who will not torch you if he's given all the time in the world to throw the ball.
Yeah, because we let fucking
Jared Goff. It's so bad. Like these people literally can freaking make a s'more in a fireplace before they have to throw the damn ball.
Jared Goff is such ass, man. Like that
you
dude
put
is
pressure on him, he's
terrible.
awful. That's just how Jared Goff is.
I mean, but I look at
they have a good offensive line too. I will give them that.
They a lot of money on offensive line. They definitely
they got.
And we have the worst defensive line versus the best offensive line, and that clearly showed.
Well, first of all, the defensive coordinator has to sit up there and he has to figure out a way to.
Agreed. I know where you're going.
Not
agree.
Use your system that's not working. You can't use your system without the personnel. So if you run in that cover 2. You can't sit up there and do that shit. You need to fucking sit up there to create pressure.
But in fairness to Alan Williams, you can't really blame him either because Ryan Poles left his cover pretty much dry.
No. See, that's the thing. I'm not sitting up there saying that it's Alan Williams. I'm sitting up there saying that Alan Williams has to adjust. You don't have the personnel. If you don't have the personnel to run that cover 2 the way you want to, then yes, you have to sit up there and adjust. Yes,
adjust to what? Adjust to what? Adjust to what? Because
you gotta create pressure. You can't sit up there and sit in the fucking cover 2 if you ain't got the personnel.
In fairness to Alan Williams, when he took the job, he had Robert Quinn. He had
it doesn't matter.
He had
I'll put it to you just like this, JB. If those guys, if those same guys that you sit up there and said, if they got fucking hurt, what are you supposed to sit up there and do then?
I mean, that's a little bit different because you might be able to.
They're not there. So what you got to do is adjust.
You talking about 4 of those guys getting hurt. If 1 or 2, you still might be able to do something.
Don Burke.
That's the thing that I said. And remember, I'm not a fan of Alan Williams because he got Leslie Frazier fired. So I'm with you on that. But at the same time, that's like having a team full of Shaqs, but you want to shoot threes. That ain't gonna work.
Shaq can't even shoot.
Well, the thing is this: it's not working. So JB, you got to sit up there and adjust.
There's nothing else he can run.
There is something.
I mean,
you can make movement on that defensive front to try something. You can make because
what movement can they make? Please tell me. Because I'm looking at it.
To tell you the truth, though, they did blitz, and when they blitzed, they got there, and it was so successful. The broadcasters was wondering, why the fuck wouldn't they keep blitzing?
You could have even tried to sneak some safety blitzes in there. You had to try something. And obviously, we don't want to blitz that often. But if you look at 2 plays in particular, both were from our tackles that hit the running back in the backfield for 3-4 yard losses. Both of those, they did rotation cuts. They didn't just run straight at the freaking guy. They tried something new. They're moving.
Like Jeremy said, you have a trump card that you can use once, maybe twice a game, but then they adjust, right?
Yeah. And that's where your defense has to keep adjusting to help their adjustment.
Right. So I'll tell you like this.
Sit there and run the same defense all the time.
Continue to run a cover 2 the whole fucking game, and they've been tearing it up. Your ass to be fired by fucking week 6 because you're not adjusting.
So are you
You're not making
saying?
any type of adjustments?
So are you saying you're losing faith in Matt Eberflus?
No, I'm not saying that
No,
I'm
we're not
losing
doing
faith in Matt Eberflus. What
Not
I'm
9
sitting up
games
there
into
saying
his freaking
is that
No,
JB,
you just said 6 games.
no, what I sit up there said is if you're running the same shit, if you're not blitzing, not doing anything different, you're not making no type of adjustments, you just running cover 2 like fucking Tua ate that shit up.
So I'm asking you again.
Every fucking squad. So we have to sit up there and we have to blitz. But the thing is this: I'm not losing. Eberflus is the head coach.
Not the
Alan Williams
defensive
is the
coordinator.
fucking defensive coordinator. So
What that
you're the
mean?
motherfucker that got to sit up there and make that fucking decision. You got to sit up there and adjust.
How do you
I'm
know
the head coach,
Eberflus
I'm
is not
just
telling him
overthinking.
stay with it,
don't
stay
know
with
that.
it, stay with it?
That's where I'll go as far as I don't remember who on the panel said it was.
You don't want Eberflus there.
I truly
I don't.
feel
It
that
sucks.
the
No, you
Bears
don't.
are still somewhat kind of tanking.
Oh,
They want to
definitely
have
are.
a high-powered offense that
Did
keeps,
Jeremy say that?
but they don't. It might have been Jeremy,
I
but they
think Jeremy
don't
said
mind
that.
losing.
Jeremy did say that, and I
There
remember I was
is-
like, we can't say that word. That's
There
forbidden
is
fruit,
some
but-
elite talent in the top. I'd say top 7,
in
top
what?
7 pick in the draft. You have some dominant pass rushers in this draft, and 2 specific people.
Yeah.
Dominant that I would love to see here, and that is Will Anderson and Miles Murphy. I would love to see both of them here. And you have a very big plugger too, but I don't know if I would take a plugger on a top 5.
Look, first of all, JB ain't gonna agree with shit anyway because the sorry ass people that he wanted to fucking coach ain't fucking coaching.
I got
So
I
he
got
gonna
it
come
out
up with some
here.
bullshit anyway. He's gonna
First
be
of
the
all, if it ain't Jalen Carter,
Can,
that's who you should be looking at the 3
Jalen Carter's
technique
enough.
because that's how we
can we
that's how we
continue
can-
this
you gonna need somebody from the edge.
next week? Can
We should
continue
try to
all
get a
that next
segment
week?
for the draft. But Jalen Carter is a plugger too, isn't he?
Right.
He's like a tackle.
Let's continue all this next week.
Let's continue. I agree.
Hey Jeremy, what you got behind you, man? What's that behind you?
Oh, that's that Jack Conklin jersey, our left tackle. It went first round.
Yep.
And then Will Ghostin.
Play for Cleveland. Yep.
I like that
my
go
Will
green
Ghostin.
right there, though. Yeah,
Oh,
I got
okay.
fucking yellow and blue.
My helmet. I got my damn football. It's Chicago. That's a damn Chicago and Wisconsin ball here. Lions.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Yard touchdown run.
Okay. All right.
First ball, nice.
Yeah, my Spartan helmet back there.
All right.
Spartans.
Hey, so while you were in Chicago, man, and I always ask this question,
Yeah,
What
we already
kind
know
of-
the chicken answer.
what kind of food was you eating?
I everywhere. I had Maple Ash was my spot.
Okay.
STK.
Oh, we a fancy motherfucker, huh?
Oh, you fancy as hell.
I did like STK. What else I used to go to?
We talking about $60, $70 steaks there.
Right.
The vibe, the atmosphere was right. The atmosphere.
Oh, the atmosphere was right.
Yeah, atmosphere was
God
right.
damn.
I miss what's called the pizza down there. I do miss Chicago pizza. I think that's better than Detroit pizza.
That was my
Illuminati.
next question.
I do like Jets out here, but it ain't no comparison to Chicago.
Yeah, Illuminati's is my favorite. Illuminati's my favorite pizza out there.
Oh, man, you were supposed to say Giordano.
Giordano.
Yeah, I know. I like the other one.
You like
It's always either Illuminati's or Giordano.
Did you ever
Yeah.
go to the South Side and
Wait a
get
minute,
some
me and
of
Chris
that,
don't even like Giordano's.
huh?
No, I know what the I'm talking Southside on what they got. Harold. I think Harold was down there.
Harold's.
I did used to go to Harold's a lot.
Harold's
It
chicken.
was different,
What a
wasn't it?
shot.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely different. They got one in Atlanta. Nah.
Yeah, they got
Harold's?
one in Atlanta.
Yeah, they got it here.
they sure
Yeah.
do.
Oh, snap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got one in Atlanta. Is it? Have
Always
you had
Harold's.
it?
I had it. I didn't have the wings though. It's more, Atlanta, everything a party. So they try and make it like a whole like
The
sit
bar
down.
and all
Yeah,
that.
Oh, I'm talking about like they got a damn near DJ and shit. Everybody in
Yeah.
Atlanta think they're a fucking celebrity.
And that's it.
You
They
know
do.
they got one of those like in Dyer, Indiana. It's like a Harold's catering joint. I got to take a picture and show it to y'all. It's
In
crazy.
Indiana?
They got like a side lounge for VIP and it's weird. It's a Harold's, yes. Yes.
Wow.
And like Dyer, right when you go past, what is that? Whenever you go past the border, it's like right there. But I was just like, Harold's Chicken has come a long way.
Oh yeah, they everywhere.
From 87th Street.
Still haven't had it.
Wow.
I got KFC.
Popeyes.
It's a Popeyes.
I'm sorry for you, brother.
I was planning on getting it Saturday, and yeah, I couldn't. Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. So Jeremy, we gotta have you back, man. Hopefully before the season is over, we can get you back on the podcast.
Yeah, and I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch the Bears a little bit more. I've been on and off of football. I still got like a love hate with like NFL football still. As far as like, I wish I would still been playing. And it is hard. So I got players. So a lot of my homeboys I watch. So like I watch Green Bay a lot. Amos played for the
right.
I wish we still had Amos.
We was in the same draft class. I watch him. Then I watch Tampa Bay because Will Ghostin. Cleveland. So I watch my players more than I actually watch like teams. So I watch like my homeboys. But I'm gonna tune into the Bears a lot more now.
Hey,
Jeremy, keep tuning in.
Do me a favor. Call Jack. He only 29. He'll be 30 this year. Tell him we need a left tackle, man. Come on.
I think he just signed with Cleveland. I think last year.
He just resigned?
No, I think he might be 2 years. He's 2 years in his deal.
Okay, because I thought he was a free. He's on my list for free agents.
Jeanette, if that is an offer, please, I need it.
Yeah, put a call out to that brother and be like, man, Chicago could really use you.
Yeah, he don't mind the cold. He in Cleveland.
Look, he been cold all his life. Michigan, Cleveland, Chicago.
He was a preferred walk-on when he came in and came on too, which is crazy.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So Jeremy, we definitely want you back before the season is up, man. And we definitely gonna holler at you, bro.
Oh yeah, I definitely appreciate you having me. Yeah, just let me know.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you being on, man.
I mean, nice meeting all y'all too, man. I appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah, do me a
Y'all
favor.
know a lot of my football over here. Y'all know what
Watch
y'all
the Bears, and I want you to continue to watch Montgomery, and then next time we have you on, let us know what you think.
I like Montgomery.
His asking price should be.
I like Montgomery as far as like what he's been doing of those first 2 years he was there. They don't really count. This the money year you got to do something, but those first 2 years that he was toting that rock there.
Yeah.
As far as like, the running backs that have been there so far. Well, yeah, we see.
Yeah,
sure.
We'll see.
Appreciate y'all, man, for having me.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, go blue, brother.
Go great.
Fuck them
blues.
Fucking blues.
All right, big dog.
Take it easy, up.
Yeah.
All right.
Take care.
Oh, y'all didn't think I was going to let his ass off like that, huh?
Great dude.
Hey, I'm going to get you, man.
Good talk football with him, man.
I know what I'm buying you for Christmas.
Harold's
Michigan jersey.
I'll take a bucket of Harold's chicken if you're buying it.
I think we all get your ass a bucket of Harold's chicken.
So we're going to switch up speeds a little bit.
Why?
And because we done talked enough about these goddamn Bears, man.
No, but at least they have faith, not like this next group.
We should be having a full court press right now. Is really what we should be having. But
really?
It's not going to be a good full court.
We're going to talk some round ball, man. Some round ball.
Because I'm boycotting right now.
You boycott? Why? What?
I don't know what that means.
Chris know what it means.
The whole Kyrie thing, man.
Oh man. Well, we got our guy here who last time he was on, he said he wanted to talk about ball.
What guy? He don't know nothing about no basketball.
Oh man, I think
Maybe
he would beg to differ, man. I know he know a lot about singing chicks out their panties, but that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing, man.
Like, this thing ain't going. Did this just turn into an After Dark special?
Right. We gotta wait for midnight on that one.
CP After Dark, but let's bring in our guy.
It's not a bad idea.
Jay
Actually,
Adams.
good advertising.
Jay.
What up, y'all?
What up, fam? Long time, brother. How you been?
Hey, man, real long, man. I ain't seen y'all since the pandemic.
Right.
Sunglasses and that.
Good to see you, bro.
Hey, I'm R&B, baby. I'm R&B. I got it,
Hey, what's that shirt you got on?
What's a nice looking shirt?
This right here. Club,
that looks
someone
like
made up.
Turn your phone sideways so you can get a better look at it.
I love how you're wearing it and nobody on our podcast is wearing it right now.
Yeah, I had to represent,
I know what's his wearing. Hey, Slick, tilt your phone sideways, move it sideways, would you?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. So we can see your handsome face, man.
Oh man, you couldn't see me, man, but you saw that shirt though, huh?
Yeah, I saw that shirt.
Shameless plug.
Hey, love that, bro. Love that. How you been, man? Talk to us. How you been?
Man, I'm good, man. Just chilling, man. At the crib, kick back, man. Listen to y'all talk about the Bears, and
So, but
hopefully
before
we can get Justin Fields some help, man.
Music?
Oh, it's right behind me.
Yeah, we waiting, man. We long overdue.
Yeah, we long overdue, man. Just gotta strive for perfection, bro.
Okay, you got to get it right. I dig
Gotta get it right.
Right. Speaking of getting right, what's wrong with your Bulls?
Oof.
Our Bulls.
I think I'm feeling real good about the Bulls right now.
You feel?
I got an idea.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna crack the playoffs because the East is tough. So I'm feeling real good. Maybe we can get Wabiyamba.
Oh, you want to go ahead and get in that draft?
We don't have that first
Hey,
round
we
pick,
might as
right?
well tank, baby.
So you skipping all the way to that?
Hey, Slicky,
you know we don't have that first round
I was
pick,
gonna
right?
say, I don't think we have a first
Oh,
round.
right. This 2023. Yeah.
Orlando get it, right?
Season just started.
Orlando. Oh wow, yeah, we in trouble then.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah, we fucked.
Do you think it's the players or do you think it's the coach? I know who I think it is.
It's a little bit of both, man. I went to the game the other day, the Nuggets game, and I'm looking at our highest paid player look like he's running from the ball. No aggression. I'm watching Jamal Murray just come down, Michael Porter, they just coming down, just automatic. And then the Bulls come down, and I'm like, where's Zach? Where's Zach?
That's probably because DeMar got the goddamn ball.
No, he share though. You know what I'm saying? He give him like plenty of opportunities. Nah. Zach ain't aggressive until we down 20. Come on.
Zach, you know what? Zach can be aggressive, but the thing is, they really missing, like I said, the last 2 years, they really missing that point guard.
Yeah,
definitely.
I love the signing of Dragic. I love Dragic, but man, you do need Lonzo to run that team.
Yeah, Lonzo did it all. He was our best rebounder, best defender, and best passer. So he was huge. That's why we was top of the East when he did play.
Yeah, and
I'm not a fan all of the things that we don't have. He did it.
Right.
I'm not a fan of Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan has to go, man. I don't think. First of all, I didn't like the hire when they hired him. Billy Donovan, to me, is a average to good coach. In college, he's a very good to great coach. But in the NBA, he's an average coach. I don't think that system they keep trying to play, that small ball system, and it's not fucking working. There's no way that you think that you're going to win a shitload of games with Javonte Green sometimes playing your power forward. Javonte Green is a fucking guard. But you got him playing forward. Derrick Jones Jr. is a small forward, but yet you got him playing power forward. Pat Williams, the jury's still out on him. They need a big that can sit up there, that can rebound, that can block some shots.
Out on him?
All right. Whose turn is it now? My turn?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. I agree with the Donovan situation. I blame our front office. Because you went out and got Drummond. I like that signing. I did. I like that signing.
Me too.
What the fuck else did you get? You needed shooters. You don't have fucking shooters. Zach LaVine's your best shooter when it comes down to like 3-point shooting type, other than DeRozan and his mid-range. There is so many people that kill us on the 3-point line and we can't hit a fucking 3-pointer. Kobe White's probably our best one. I don't even know if he freaking has an ingrown hair or something like that. He's been out for the last 2 months. But PW should not have been here this year. I would have traded him in a heartbeat to go out and get a power forward, a starting power forward. And I know everyone's going to keep saying Patrick Williams is young. He's young. He doesn't have a lot of games. He's like how you brought up aggressiveness. He is not aggressive. He isn't. He is a good defender. But he's not aggressive. He doesn't have a consistent shot. he has spurts where he just goes and like literally bumps into somebody and makes a nice little layup because he is strong, but he doesn't keep doing that. And if you're going to keep Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan on this team, there's no reason for Patrick Williams to be here. No reason, because he's not going to progress on this team. So I blame front office on this because you're going to maybe try to trade him this offseason. His trade value just went down a lot more because you decided to give him another year.
Yeah, again, man, I start at the top of the roster, though, man. You know, I look at the eye test. I watch Jordan. I watch Kobe. You know, we all watch the greats. When you see when you see Zach just kind of just moseying along, maybe he don't like the coach. You know, maybe he don't like the coach. I don't know, but he don't look like nobody's best player when you got to go against the playoff against Giannis and Embiid and Kevin Durant. All these cats they're gonna have to face. Even the Hawks with Devontae Murray and Trae Young. Like, you got to be ready to kill, man.
Yeah, but didn't LaVine was a lot more aggressive when we had Lonzo Ball on the court as well.
Oh yeah, well Lonzo get him easy shots.
Yeah, Lonzo gets you the shots, and he plays that defense, and he just does everything. And then when you had him and like Caruso on the court, like, I mean, those were dominant where you were able to allow LaVine to take more of his energy off driving lanes, shooting them threes. And like Lonzo is the heartbeat to this team. He is. He's the heartbeat to this team. Without him, we're, like how you said, we're barely, might even maybe make a play-in, but that's it. We'll be a first-round exit guaranteed.
Guaranteed. If we make it, because the East is tough.
We're not going to make it.
Everybody got better.
11, so
we're not
right. And Brooklyn is right there with us, and I know they're going to, surpass the Bulls eventually.
I mean, the thing is I think the Bulls just need to hit a stride. I think they need some more energy. They're gonna have to make a trade. It's just that simple. They're gonna have to make a trade.
For who?
Yeah, there's not too many out there.
I don't know. They can make a trade for
Jesus Shuttleworth.
They're gonna have to switch something up.
They might even take Denzel.
Right now, this team is not looking good. It really is.
Here's the thing.
It seems like there's a lack of enthusiasm. It's like once you're used to losing so much or losing a particular type of game, that shit becomes contagious. And that's what it seems like they're doing. Like, they may have to make a head coaching change, which I highly doubt that they do.
They won't until at least.
They won't
do that.
They won't.
I put it to you like this. The GM is on the fucking clock because you spent money to get these players here.
Time out. The GM is on the clock? Or the president is on the clock.
Well, the president, I should say.
Thank you, because I would say Mark Eversley.
I mean, tell you the truth, I don't even know why the hell they got a damn GM because you barely hear from Mark Eversley.
No, it's only on our
it's like somebody just said, "Hey, fuck it, man, just take this position. I'll do all the fucking work." So they're gonna have to do something with that president. What's his name? AK. He's going to. I guarantee that he's going to make some type of move before this trade deadline. He cannot afford to sit up there and not make the fucking playoffs this year.
Let me ask you this question, since we brought up a trade, and I think everyone's going to know where I'm going with this. Would you at least make an offer for Anthony Davis?
No,
absolutely not.
Nope.
Hell no.
Mr. Glass? Hell no.
Would you trade Vooch and Patrick Williams for Anthony Davis?
No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, I would.
I
would.
I would do that.
In a heartbeat.
They would want more. They would want more. But for that, like, I would take that gamble and just make sure his ass
injury prone.
You can't take that gamble. Because
so
I put it to you like this.
So you're just going to take a 10th round finish?
Hold on, Chris. Let me explain something to you from a logical point of what basketball is. If you have a player in Anthony Davis who can't play on the team that he's on, why would you trade for him to play for your team when he's always in the damn locker room because he's always hurt? That's called, first of all, that would be a reactive move. That'd be like, let me just do something to get the public opinion off of me. And to say, oh my God, we got Anthony Davis. Yeah, he played 52 games this year. That's not helping you. The problem is Billy Donovan's offense is not suited for the personnel that the Bulls have. Go back And look at what Billy Donovan has done since he was in Oklahoma City. He's never played with a dominant center that deserves the ball as much as Vooch. And I say deserve.
100%.
He always has that Kendrick Perkins, Steven Adams type.
That Andre Drummond type.
Or like Bradley that he brought over here with him.
Correct. But remember Tony Bradley?
I seen him get in at 10 seconds left in the game.
He's definitely Glass Joe, which we call Mr. Glass. So my point is, if you know what Billy Donovan is about, the team you had constructed, and I do blame Mark Eversley just for a simple part of, hey, I don't want no parts of what you're putting on me, AK. Because what they're doing now is they're setting themselves up to make it look like the Vooch trade was bad. Then they make it look like
it was.
Then they make it look like the DeMar Rosen.
I don't think it was bad if you used him the right way.
No, they gave up.
If you use him the right way, that is not a fucking bad trade.
No,
they don't use him. They gave up too much for him. 2 first-round picks.
They used him the right way, though.
Because, again, you get an all-star who is on a terrible team, but then you get a coach who doesn't value that position of which he was an all-star at. In my opinion, that is a fatal flaw from the management. You have to know who you're pairing.
Let me pick it back on you, John. Let me pick it back on it. This is another thing that I'm also pissed off about. You get a Vooch. For 2 years now, what have you given him to help him? You know his strengths. You know
he still doesn't have it. He still doesn't.
You still haven't given him that guy next to him
a defensive power forward.
Exactly, and we still have not had it.
You've been fucking him. Vooch is a guy that can go inside out.
Correct.
We have gone and seen plenty of games where Vooch goes down there on that block and he's giving guys fucking hell.
Correct.
But then you got Billy Donovan wants to do this spread, this 5-out shit, and got Vooch out there shooting threes. Put his ass down there in the fucking paint.
How many a game?
Get him a fucking helper. Get him somebody that can block some shots, take some pressure off his ass. Because right now, his power forwards are 6'7" and 6'4".
Yep. And that comes down to your president.
That comes to your fucking GM.
That comes down to your president.
Who went and drafted this other foreign damn dude that they said, oh yeah, who would have gone and had his ass for 3 years.
He's another Patrick Williams.
Sent his ass back to the Windy City Bulls.
What's his name?
Alan Terry.
Sam Mako, where the fuck his name is? Some shit, I don't know. Similac. I don't know.
Simonovic.
He's doing very well over there.
And then not only that, to sit up there and fuck your center even more, you know what you fucking do? You go in this year's fucking draft and you go draft another fucking small forward / guard. Like you don't got 10 of them motherfuckers already. There you go, AK.
Yeah.
Great fucking job.
And that's why I said you have to be careful because he was in the assistant GM's role and he got credit for what Denver did with getting Jokic, getting Jamal Murray. Chris, I know you had spoke about having a healthy Michael Porter Jr. on the Bulls when we had a chance to draft him.
Yeah, I remember that.
We spoke about that years ago. But now you see, and I hate to tie this into polls, but I'm going to do it. But now you see when you're a part of a great system doesn't mean that you were nothing more than a cog. It doesn't mean
don't include polls in this shit.
I said I'm just tying it in because we gave AK time and we saw what he did. Like, dude, you kind of not ready.
So I wouldn't say. I mean, I put it to you like this. Not the Swiss joint, but when we go to polls, the thing is this. Us as Chicagoans, we used to shit being a certain way. We're not used to fucking full rebuilds. We used to putting Band-Aids on shit.
Retools.
Yeah. So when he goes in, he sit up there and said, fuck it, I'm going to rebuild this shit. We in Chicago like, yeah, it sounds nice, but god damn it, we don't really like fucking seeing all these losses and shit. We really don't want to stand there. We're not quite ready yet, but we ain't got no fucking choice now because it's fucking here.
Yeah, well, we got to ride the wave now.
Yeah.
But the reason I have said that is because sometimes we look at what is new and shiny and popular and think, oh, that's just going to be gold when it comes here. And then we look like it's fugazi. It's not. And what AK has shown us is his his inability to draft, because I have said this years ago, we needed a point guard from jump. I wanted Tyrese Halliburton. There was no need for Patrick Williams. To me, and I'm not even being disrespectful as a former pro ball player.
That part.
He's not.
Man, look at, first of all, Wendell Carter, he an all right player.
He will be a serviceable player.
He's playing better because
he's never going to be.
You go hard on Wendell, huh?
Man, that Butterfinger motherfucker wasn't shit when he was here, man. You can hand his ass the ball off and he'll lose it.
He's playing much better, but I think it's because of circumstances more so than skill.
Nah. Did you ever see the way he looked when he lost the fucking ball?
He looked like a Urkel.
No, he didn't look good here. Marketing didn't look good here, but marketing probably should be most improved player.
Yep.
You know, I would have drafted Obi Toppin before I took Patrick Williams.
And again, I wanted to. I'm sorry, and my words are going to be true. Patrick Williams is not an NBA player. He's somewhere between.
I don't know if I can say not an NBA.
He's somewhere between D1 and NBA. He's not an NBA player, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But what they keep doing is they keep putting him in a position to where he's not going to be successful.
And
he is not a starting NBA power forward. I don't care what you say. I don't care what nobody else says. He should be small forward,
never a power forward.
He's not an NBA power forward.
Yeah, he's not an NBA power forward.
He doesn't have an overall skill set to be a starting small forward. If you really want, they compared him to Kawhi Leonard. Every time somebody say that, I want to slap the shit out of him.
No, they call him the Paul.
The Paul, not the Paul. They call him the Paul. You know what I'm talking about, Slick. And I'm like, do you all watch basketball? Like, what about him? Says Kawhi Leonard. Nothing.
Like
body type.
And the cornrows. That's it.
And the cornrows.
That's it.
I think Patrick Williams might have a better laugh though. Because if anyone's ever saw that Kyrie Leonard right now,
hey, that's fine and all, but I'm looking at it like this because there's many players that got drafted, wasn't an NBA player, went overseas, had great careers, made millions of dollars. And I think Patrick Williams is really one of them, especially for what you're asking him to do. Now, the problem is, did AK have the foresight to see Daylon Terry as being the next point guard, a la in that Penny Hardaway type of mode, because they really did know that Lonzo's knee wasn't going to be right.
But Jay,
that's the question we all should be asking moving forward.
JB, keep in mind though, man, we don't have a front office like say the Golden State Warriors. We don't develop our players good at all.
We don't.
History has shown every time they leave. If Patrick Williams right now with the Golden State, they send him to the G League, he come in and probably be an X factor in them repeat. You know, we just don't develop our young players well. Even Wendell Carter's been winning some games for Orlando down there, your boy, see? So, you know, we just we got a long way to go.
That goes back to what I said about pairings. Like him and Paolo Banchero is actually working. Now the rest of the team, Cole Anthony and them boys, But here, all you know is, okay, DeMar, your turn. Okay, Zach, your turn. Okay, Vooch is mad. Now it's my turn because y'all won't pass me the ball. That's what I see with my eye test.
Yeah.
Then you see a lot of try-hard guys off the bench. I'm sorry, Goran Dragic, y'all can say he was a great pickup. He wasn't.
He's
a great pickup at all.
Dude is 42 years old.
He should be starting him a podcast somewhere in Serbia.
I'm pretty sure he leads the team in percentage at the 3-point line right now. I know that's
Goran Dragic was not. It was not a bad pickup.
No, it was not a bad pickup.
I mean,
he was a backup point guard with experience. That's why we got him.
You needed some.
You're
not having Goran Dragic.
He is old.
So that's one.
He is old.
I mean, he is old, but the thing is this: just because he's old doesn't mean that he doesn't have no type of value. He's a guy that first of all, you needed another ball handler off the bench. Kobe White's not a fucking ball handler. Caruso's not a fucking ball handler.
He's starting though.
Lonzo, we did.
Dragic is starting.
Huh?
He's starting.
He's probably starting now. You want to know why?
He been starting. What you mean?
Ayo's been struggling bad.
Ayo's shit in the bed. That's why he's starting. It don't make it seem
no,
like
you know,
they got him to
he looked like it was watching the games. He looks like it's his team. He's more aggressive than our highest paid player. You keep coming down on the management. I still say Zach LaVine do not look like your best player if you want to win in the playoffs.
I don't think Zach wants that.
He don't have that killer. He's not a killer.
I don't think he wants the 1A title. I think he wants to be a part of a championship team.
He looks like it.
The Bulls are what I call, you know how you say, man, is that kid Hall of Fame or is he Hall of Very Good? Zach he's Hall of Good. Not even very good. He's just Hall of Good. And that's okay. Now, the one person that I think could really, if in a vacuum, if Lonzo did come back, but we don't know how healthy that knee is going to be. We don't know if he's going to get.
Seems like it's over with, man. He never played 60 games in his career, man.
But Slick, we knew that when he was in LA.
Yeah,
he was injury prone. When he went to the Pelicans, we knew he was hurt. We knew it was a crapshoot, which is the same way now that you don't trade for Anthony Davis. So now our point guard and our power forward both hurt.
Well, the reason I would get AD is just because he's AD. He's from Chicago, and most importantly, players want to come play with him.
Okay,
we're not a very attractive market, bro. When it comes to players want to be here. So if you get an Anthony Davis, then we might get lucky to get some real help around here.
He might be able to recruit for us. I get you. Yeah, that's recruit for us, and that's valuable. That has value.
Now, DeMond just said something very, very interesting. I'll put it to you like this. This is my thing.
Exactly, DeMond. We said that they do not complement each other. Exactly.
I like DeMar DeRozan, but to be honest with you, DeMar DeRozan game doesn't mesh well with anybody's. And the reason why I say that is because DeMar DeRozan is an ISO player. He's going
whose offense does he fit?
Huh?
Whose offense does he fit? He fits Donovan perfectly. That's what he did with Westbrook. That's what he did with KD.
He's DeMar. Yes, he gets rebounds and yes, he gets assists. But DeMar is a guy that he is truly ISO. If you notice, tell me this. Toronto traded DeMar to San Antonio. Mm-hmm. That same fucking squad that they had over there in Toronto, they just put Kawhi Leonard
won a championship, huh?
Won championship, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're comparing,
that doesn't say a lot. Leonard, I don't know what does. One thing that I remember seeing when DeMar.
Tell him again, Frank.
Yeah, you cannot compare DeMar DeRozan and Kyrie Leonard, though. You can't.
No. See, that's what you're fucking up, Frank. No, Frank, you're fucking up. You're fucking up, Frank. I'm not comparing them. What I'm sitting up there saying is the type of player that he is because for the simple fact that DeMar, when he was over there with Toronto, you know what I saw over there in Toronto? Him and Kyle Lowry throwing the ball back and forth to each other. When they had another big in a guy called Valanciunas that's over there in fucking New Orleans.
Yep.
That was sitting up there putting up work. But the only two people that you saw shooting
were those
Kyle
two.
Lowry
and that's why Miami Heat want to get rid of Kyle Lowry right
now. Now you see the Toronto Raptors win a fucking championship. All it be they got some. Let it be they got some fucking help, But you need luck in the fucking world, and it's over. Pat Williams. I'm not gonna go and sit up there and say that Pat Williams is a fucking D-League player because he is fucking not. He is not. The thing is this. I will give him this. He is not an aggressive player.
I bet you Harold's
he's a sorry fucking player. No, he is not.
Chris, we'll bet dinner on that.
He's a good player. He's just not aggressive to me. He's not aggressive.
He looks like he be somewhere else when he out there.
He
don't even look like he's in the game.
That's why I believe he shouldn't start. I believe he should come off the bench. I think he'd be better served because the thing is this. You come on that starting lineup. You got Vooch taking shots. You got DeMar taking shots. You got Zach taking shots. Hell, you ain't really got time to be fucking aggressive with them three motherfuckers shooting the ball. So you need to bring your ass off the bench and come in with that.
The offense also doesn't run through you at any point. It never runs. The offense doesn't run through that position at any point. Think about who it was before. He ain't Kevin Durant, and after Kevin Durant left, he ain't even Serge Ibaka. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. So Donovan's offense, right? Patrick Williams is never going to flourish. But when he has the opportunity to flourish, he also does not take advantage. Everybody points out to that, man, what about the game he had 32? It happened once, period, ever.
But John, but for you,
that was at the end of the season too.
When it didn't count, nobody was playing. Right? Thank you,
But John. For you to sit up there and say that the kid is a D League player, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
Time out. So we've never had players that were drafted in the first round that ended up being G League or overseas players that had careers.
He's not a G League. First of all, he has.
I said we've never had that happen. Yes or no?
Yeah, there's been guys, but he's not a G League player. I'm sorry to tell you.
Again,
I guarantee that he's not, John.
John,
he's not. Because you want to know why? Because there have been games in the regular season, John, that where DeMar hasn't played and Zach hasn't played, and he's gone and gotten aggressive and gone and got 20-plus points.
Only that's why I say what you just said.
Yeah, that's why I think he's a G League player.
Thank you. You agree with me?
No.
Yeah, the reason.
Let's talk.
The reason I would put him in the G League is because he ain't gonna get the touches, like you said. DeMar shooting, Vooch shooting. He need to go.
Whole fucking team in there, then.
He need to go where he can build some confidence. It's similar to what Golden State just did with James Wiseman. He's not going to get the ball with Clay, Curry, and the rest of them guys. So they're going to send him to the D League, let him get his, confidence like they did James Poole. Again, we don't develop players well. I would send Pat if I got DeMar, Zach, and Vooch, because he's never going to get his rhythm. He's never going to be able to get in his zone. So you send him down there, give him some confidence. He comes back. He's a whole nother player.
That's the thing.
But again, we don't develop players. Huh?
I don't think that is confidence that he lacks. It's aggressiveness. It's not his confidence. It's not like he's a kid that's sitting up there scared. He just doesn't. He's not aggressive.
That's why I said.
So that doesn't mean like, because I'm not aggressive, I need to go in the G League. No, he's just a guy that's not aggressive.
Hey, look here. I saw a dude named.
He ain't gonna get aggressive. So he gonna grow aggressiveness in the G League?
It's possible.
Yeah, he gonna dominate down there. It's going. He's
gonna come right back up here and be non-aggressive again.
We don't know. But what I'm saying is, right now he's looking like he's looking like he's not that.
He's looking like he's just out there.
Number one pick, bust. It happens. What's my boy name? Marco that got drafted before Carmelo.
Marco Gallinari.
Whatever. Bust.
First of all, he way better than that.
Bust. Andrea Bargnani. Bust. It happens.
Nobody's saying that it doesn't happen.
It happens, and that's okay.
Hold on. But these guys actually had a fucking squad. Bargnani, that motherfucker, he was actually probably the best damn player, had an opportunity to do whatever the fuck he wanted with the Knicks. So if you want to call him a bust, then yeah, you go ahead call him a bust. Pat Williams does not have that fucking luxury. Nobody sit up there and drafted Pat Williams to be the fucking face of the fucking Chicago Bulls. So I'm not going to put a kid because he lacks aggressiveness and put him in the damn G League.
Like I've said this about him, and this is when he was up for the trade talks and everything. I wanted to trade him to a rebuilding team and let him go be the guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Go and be the guy. I agree with Falmouth, though. I don't think you're getting confidence in the G League. I feel like that's just your team's abandoning you, and I'm fucked, and I'm going elsewhere now.
No, it's happening. James Poole was down there.
Jordan Poole went down there, got his game straight, and came back and got his bread. So it can happen. But 3 years in, you've seen no progression of any kind from Texas.
Which is why I said I wanted to trade him to a rebuilding team who was trying to get rid of a good, experienced power forward. Like, I'm just throwing, and I'm gonna talk to Demon on this one. Demon, sorry. I was gonna when he was attacking like the Vooch signing and everything. If you went out and got like a Marquise Morris or a Taj Gibson, or that type of power forward, Vooch would be a fucking beast. He'd be averaging 25 points a game. He'd be sitting in that post killing everybody if you get him a defensive big at power forward. But that's not what Donovan does. So I agree with the Donovan thing. Like, that's not what obviously our president does.
Yeah.
Like that's like, and
well, first and foremost, if you want to compete in today's NBA game, I allow the same thing that's killing the Lakers. You need to get some outside shooting.
100%.
We don't have, like Zach is shooting 38%. Lamar, if I'm not mistaken, is shooting like 20. It's only taking like 23. And Vooch is shooting like 30. What is it, Chris? Like 35, 37%?
30, I think he's 34
we
now.
don't want our big shooting all them goddamn threes.
But hear me out. Again, that goes towards what Donovan is allowing to happen. Because if you ever really watch a Bulls game, you'll see times where Vooch is like, you motherfuckers ain't passed me the ball. I'm shooting this three. I don't give a damn what you say. He'll catch it on the wing and literally just turn and hoist. He won't even square up and look at the basket. He's like, I'm getting my shot.
And especially if you watch Vooch with Orlando too, and it's the same as it should be the same here, is Vooch shot threes in Orlando, and he made a lot of threes.
He didn't take 7 a game, no.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't.
he didn't
But it's because he was so dominant on the post, he got his confidence up. Like everything started going smoothly, and then he started sneaking out to that 3-point line and making his threes.
What coach could we get?
Well,
who would you want to be our coach?
We right here, Slick, because I was going to say, I'm going to ask each one of you all, if you could coach and change, who's available?
Dude, they just got fired from Boston.
Emu Doka.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think
that's a gamble.
As much as I would
like
him,
you're talking about Anthony Davis. That's a gamble too.
I would love to have him. I would love to have him because guess what?
Brooklyn wanted him, but they just decided to not do it.
Actually, they should have probably gave us a chance when they gave his ass a chance when they went and hired Billy Donovan. I thought that shit was so rushed. I said, "Fucking Billy Donovan, you hadn't hired fucking Billy Donovan," and we seeing what this shit is doing now. Man, Billy Donovan looks like shit. I didn't like.
We need to see who Popovich got on his bench.
Yeah.
All his coaches, all his assistants are head coaches.
I would say
Juan just named a person that I'm very intrigued in, and that's Jonathan Isaac. But the only thing about Jonathan Isaac is some bitch ain't played in about 2 years.
Yeah, because he didn't he tear his ACL and then tore the other one?
He fucked up something. I don't know what the fuck the boy got on there. I ain't seen his ass play in 2 years.
You would get Isaac and not Davis?
Yeah.
I don't want either one of them.
Terrible Kenner.
This the thing. I would have to see what Isaac looks like when he gets back. With Davis, I'm not touching Davis. First of all, his price tag is too goddamn high. You
go not want to play people again.
Getting hurt is too goddamn high. So I
just paid $500 for 2 Bulls tickets, man. If we can afford them.
God,
right.
Shit, all we gonna be able to see his ass playing 2 Bulls games, goddamn it, because he gonna be hurt for the rest.
Hey,
man.
Before we finish talking about basketball, I saw something real interesting today. So I want to share it, and then we can talk about it real quick. Do you all agree with this order?
Are we talking about dunk contest or we talking about in-game dunk?
No, we talking about the title. Top 10 dunkers in NBA history. We talking about in the game.
In the game?
In the game.
I don't have a problem with that list for the most part, except for LeBron is too high.
Yeah, LeBron shouldn't be a 5. He should be at least like a 7 or an 8 or something like that.
Definitely not over Sean Kemp and Kobe Bryant. For damn sure.
So
Sean Kemp should be at least number 5.
Be 3-4.
Sean Kemp should be like 1 or 2. We're talking about in the game. Sean Kemp used to shit on people in the game.
And I don't even know if Zach LaVine should be on that list either.
And then point at him.
Zach LaVine should not be on that list. If it was a dunk
Zach shouldn't be on there.
Zach LaVine could be on that list if it's a dunk contest.
Zach would be number 2 if it was dunk contest.
Yeah. You're right. If it's dunk, thank you. If it's dunk contest, but
no. Zach LaVine might even be a top 5 if we're talking about a dunk contest. But I mean,
I'll tell you a guy that's not on there that should be on there. When you talking about in-game dunking, they call a lot of motherfuckers. Mike's running mate.
Scotty.
Yeah.
Scotty, yeah, that's a good one. I put him over Levine.
Scotty, man, if you go look at some highlights of Scotty,
Scotty caught a lot of. Hey, Scotty caught a lot of bodies.
One of my favorite dunks ever was still Scotty on Patrick Ewing, man. Like that facial in the garden. I think that was in the
That's the only one I remember.
Name that's not on here that definitely should be on here. Tracy McGrady.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah,
definitely his in-game dunk
is a good one too.
You hitting it with that one, Doc. Yeah, McGrady, man.
I don't think Jason Richardson or Zach LaVine should be on there.
Yeah.
Not for in-game, no.
Jason Richardson was more of a dunk contest dude.
Yeah, but he's a dunk contest dude. When you talking about in-game dunking, I'm thinking about guys that's sitting up there that's dunking all on Moggs.
In the game, right.
So,
yeah, Dominique probably would be number one. I would put Neek number one.
Number one?
In game, yeah. Neek was punishing them boys.
You know what? I'm gonna say a name that may not be too popular down in that 8 to 10 spot. Charles Barkley caught a lot of guys too. Caught a lot of bodies.
I mean, to be honest with you, you really want to go there, you can put fucking Shaq ass in that motherfucker, to be honest with you.
That's all he did, right?
Had no the man that broke 2 rims. Like
he didn't have a soft touch to save his life. Shit, he just dumped the shit out that motherfucker.
Yeah, he would just break the rim.
Yeah, you can put
his so whoever posted that, I appreciate the attempt. LeBron, Zach LaVine, and Jason Richardson got to go.
You know another one that might be a little bit past my prime too, but I think he was a Piston. David Thompson.
That would be Denver Nuggets.
Was that Denver Nuggets? Yeah. Okay.
In the 70s.
I remember
like David Thompson, to me, he doesn't ring a bell when it comes to like in-game dunking. When I think about in-game dunking, I'm thinking about guys that's coming over there dunking all. That's why I threw Scotty in there. Because when I go look up Scotty highlights and I see how Scotty used to sit up there and dunk on Moggs and catch their ass so nasty, I said, God, that's what made him and Mike so fucking formidable and scary on the fucking fast break.
Latrell Sprewell used to catch bodies too, man.
Latrell did.
Sprewell, yeah.
Yes, he
did. I'm gonna tell you a hometown guy that used to catch some people. Go look at his highlights. Kendall Gill used to catch bodies.
Yeah, he used to dunk on a lot of motherfuckers.
Bodies.
Man. A lot of
he wanted to be Mike real bad.
Yeah, everybody
wasn't bad though. Hey, Slick, he wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad. No, he wasn't bad at all. He had game.
I'll take me. I love me some Kendall Gill now.
Yeah, KG was that dude. He was definitely that dude.
Tell me the original KG.
I hate we got him at the end of his career though.
We should have had the
New Jersey Kendall Gill still has some juice. He did, but we got him. It was kind of like
we always do that. We take people at the end of their careers,
right?
So okay,
that's why. Hey, see, that's why I would take Davis now because we don't want him taking Davis when he about to retire.
We just did that with Dragic.
We're gonna hang up his jersey. We might well get him now, shit.
Hey, so that's when his ass gonna be his healthiest and shit. When he
but what's the price though? Hey, Slick, let me entertain what you're talking about. What's the price though? Because I'm not. First of all, I'm not. The Lakers are devoid of draft capital. They want next year, the year after, and the year after pick. They want first round picks because they know LeBron ate up all the draft capital.
Larry Johnson's another good one.
I tell you about a guy that people forgot.
He was more hurt than Anthony Davis. Shit.
Larry Johnson or
Larry Johnson? I tell you about a guy
that was a short run.
He had 2 years, 3 years.
But no, seriously, like what would you give up for Anthony Davis at this point? Because they're gonna want at least Vooch and probably what?
They're gonna probably want at least 2 first.
You know what I'm gonna say already.
Go ahead.
I ain't gotta say it. Bye, Zach. LeBron could use you.
I wouldn't trade Zach for Anthony.
Hold on, no, that might save you one of them first round picks.
I still ain't doing that.
Hey man,
I'd trade
hey, I
DeMar.
don't want to be. Hey Terrence, I don't want to be in the middle of the pack, man. We in the middle of the pack. We can't go nowhere but up, man.
So,
We in the
so you
worst
think
place an NBA
hold
team
on.
could be.
So you
Wait,
you
Zach
telling
and
me
who
that
else?
you,
Because Zach for AD
I
straight up
would,
ain't
I
gonna
would,
get it.
I would roll the dice on an All-Star MVP talented player like Davis. I would roll the dice. You
By giving up an all-star MVP type player like Zach, though?
Zach ain't
Veen
no
ain't
MVP
MVP type.
I think Zach's more closer
Veen
to
ain't
an
MVP type, man. Veen
Zach is
is
nowhere
like
near no damn MVP.
Yeah,
Stop.
but neither is Anthony Davis.
nowhere.
He's closer to
No, he
MVP
could be
than
though.
But he's also closer to the
wow, he
freaking
ain't
medical
never
team,
fucking
too.
healthy.
Hey man, he might come back home and
Yeah,
eat
that's
some
what I was always
Giordano's and get fired up, man.
Yeah, a rock
Hey,
might fall out the
Hey,
sky.
give me
He
some of
in
that shit you drinking.
Hey, but wait, hold on. Interesting point. Can AD and Vooch play together? Because they damn near play similar roles.
You damn right they can, because AD hate being a center, and Vooch is a banger.
AD would
Good
rather
point.
be 4.
Hey,
That is a
great
good
point. He does hate playing a 5, which is why I told the people in the Lakers, I said him and LeBron ain't seeing eye to eye because every time he go to the 5, you notice he always leaks himself out to the 3-point like I'm not doing this.
I tell you
Yeah,
what,
I'm just
That's the
not
game within
I'm
the
not a
game.
Zach guy. That's all.
would
not
you
a Zach guy.
would you trade AD for DeMar?
I would
Hell
trade
yeah.
AD for DeMar in a
That I would
heartbeat.
do.
The Lakers don't want
That
Hell
that.
would
yeah.
work out
Lakers
better.
don't want that.
The Lakers
if the
don't
Lakers
want
are
DeMar.
shooting on Anthony Davis,
No,
it's because they
it
want
ain't
to
about
be-
what the Lakers want. I bet you LeBron want it.
I would do
LeBron
that.
wanted that
I
in
bet
the
he do
LeBron
too.
didn't want DeMar the first time. He had a chance to get him. He said no.
Nah, he
No,
said
he wasn't
because he
sure.
wanted
He,
Russell.
He decided
you know,
to take
he regretted that, man. After
He
DeMar had
regretted
that
that shit like a
MVP season
motherfucker.
last year.
He
I
may
would
not
make
come out
that
and admit it.
trade.
That's I said that in the offseason, man.
And
Because what DeMar did last year is never going to happen again. As much production as that year that he had. Like,
and
it's
that's
never
my
gonna
point,
happen.
man.
His trade value went up for somebody who was 32 years old.
There's no way he should have came and just did what he did, and we got Zach.
Yeah.
There's no way he should have been winning games for us at the
He
last
got a lot of
second.
dog in him too, Slick. Now he's a different breed.
It's no way, man.
Now I'm not saying DeMar is that guy that's gonna put you over the hump, but he's that steady, consistent player that if you put good pieces around, he don't have to be a 1A, but he becomes a 1A when nobody wants to take the mantle. If you get an Anthony Davis, like you stated, Anthony Davis becomes top dog. He becomes 1A for sure.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. What's so crazy is that I know what you're saying about Zach and talking about like DeMar shouldn't have been able to do that. But DeMar, the last 2 to 3 years, has been the best one-on-one ISO player in the NBA.
Oh, hands down.
So while you saying that,
got the top rating for
while
sure.
you saying about the shots, like him taking those shots and Zach should have been taking them shots, or Zach not taking them shots, it's really about DeMar, because that's what DeMar does. DeMar is a playground type player. He gonna play one-on-one no matter what. He reminds me a lot of Melo, just a boy fishing from the mid-range, less efficient from the outside. And he's just a better efficient player.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If DeMar on the team with Durant, is DeMar still taking that shot?
Nope.
No.
If he on the team with Middleton, is he taking that
Durant
shot?
would probably be one of his worst.
Yeah, I would.
With Middleton, he probably would.
Yeah.
But Durant,
with Middleton, yes. But the thing is with Durant,
You see what I'm saying? Like he's not that guy. DeMar ain't that guy.
But it's about pairings. It's about pairings. And I'm gonna be honest with you. He said
can't
DeMar
really
chokes
say
in the
his
playoffs.
thing is easy.
I mean,
no, and that's true. You know
DeMar
what?
is not wrong.
Right.
He's not wrong.
Because
He's not wrong.
DeMar is one of those players that in the regular season his numbers is up here.
Right.
But come playoff time, they drop.
Well, he gets figured out very easily in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you look at the stats now, I want to say like DeMar is 24, 23 a game. Zach's only like 21. So that third scorer to where it was last year, I want to say Vooch was close to 20, maybe like dropped down to 17. But 23 and 21 from your top two scorers right now and everybody else is not doing shit, that's not going to cut it. That's the problem. They're getting into shootouts where they're unequipped to handle it. What's going to happen? And I'm just being honest with you. What's going to happen when you get to that trade deadline and AK doesn't either change the coach or make a dominant trade? What's going to happen to the Bulls? You're standing pat trying to get into that playing game. Is that what we paying this money for?
What he need to do is he need to find that motherfucker next to Vooch. That's what the fuck he need to do. If you find that guy next to Vooch, that defensive player, it can ignite your offense. You can sit up there, you can run a little bit better. And
who is he? Does he exist? Does that player exist in the NBA right now?
I haven't seen who's out there available for trades right now.
I mean, I'll put it to you like this. Would you trade Vooch for Miles Turner?
You would need a lot more for that, but would I? Yes.
Well, you would need a lot more because Miles Turner is their stats is damn near the same.
Is he struggling this year? I haven't really.
Miles ain't even playing in Indiana, man. So
he trying to get out.
Miles averaging 18.
I say he's trying to get out.
Oh yeah, he's trying to get out. That's why I sit up there said, would you trade a Miles Turner he's gonna give you?
Who would you trade for Miles?
He said Vooch.
Huh? You'd have to give more than Vooch though, because if they're going to
trade
Miles
Vooch,
Turner, they're going to want a young
Miles
player.
Turner.
You'd have to trade Vooch and a first-round draft pick for Miles Turner. Otherwise, Indiana.
We done gave up all our first-round picks for Miles Turner.
I think we have one.
No, I wouldn't give it now. I'm not giving up Vooch.
We have a 2024 first-round pick.
No, I'm just saying what we traded for Vooch. We gave up a lot.
We gave up 3 first.
We just gave up 2 first-rounders.
2021 and 2023.
Yeah, that's a lot. There's Wabiyama out there, man.
Yeah, Indiana wouldn't want Vooch. They would want something else. Maybe it is a P-Dub. Maybe it'll be a P-Dub.
All right. So if you look at it like this, Vooch is a free agent after this year. Are you signing him back?
I'm not.
They're already in negotiations trying to do it though.
So why don't you?
If Billy Donovan is the coach, hell no.
I agree with that.
So
if you're actually considering making a coaching change,
if you know that you're not going to bring him back, then why keep him?
I'll go get Kenny Atkins, man. That's who I would go get right now because at least he makes them boys play defense, and he'll take the job.
Tell you the truth, I think that the Bulls do need a different head coach. I think if the Bulls had a different head coach, the team would probably play totally different. Honestly, I think that Billy Donovan, he's not a guy that's going to rattle a lot of fences. He loves DeMar DeRozan, but I don't think that he's the type of coach for DeMar DeRozan because you want to know why?
Why?
Fucking DeMar. You notice DeMar didn't do none of that shit over there in San Antonio, now did he?
No, because Pop told him to hold his breath. Like, check yourself. We don't do that over here.
Pop said, I don't do that shit here. This ain't no one-on-one shit. But Billy Donovan he allowed him to do what the fuck it is that he wants to do. And all this team
remember, Pop had a point guard. He had a dominant point guard in DeJounte Murray that wasn't going to allow him to dictate the ball.
No, I mean, shit, DeMar still averaged damn near 7 fucking assists when he was over there. His point
he was playing team ball.
Yeah, exactly, because of the coach. It wasn't had shit to do with the point guard. It had to do with the coach.
So if you notice, DeMar has the ball a lot. DeMar even brings the ball.
He did play a little bit more team
ball. And that's because of the fucking coach allows him to do that.
Wait,
shit.
Go back to DeMar. Who did you want, DeMar? That's who I wanted when they hired Bill. Who are you speaking of, DeMar? Because we said
probably Murray. Probably Murray.
Because hey, I don't know how long it's gonna take to
click. He probably talking about Kenny Atkinson.
Oh, when I said Kenny Atkinson, okay. DeJounte Murray is a beast. Like, I wish we could have got DeJounte Murray. Like, he's that guy. He's that next.
He went to the wrong team. That's why we really falling out the playoffs. After that, Hawks gonna be pretty good.
That's what I said, DeMar. Same thing.
I like DeMonte. He's a good player. He's not too good of a shooter, but everything else, the kid is very good at. We got to make some moves though.
We want to move on to some Hawk talk.
What is that?
What is that, Frank? What is that, Frank?
That's my cue.
Right. Hey, Slique, hey, I'm gonna come with you. I'll let you next time.
Oh man, Slique, you don't want to hear no Hawk talk, man.
Who?
Hawk Talk, Black Hawk Talk.
Oh,
Yeah, we just learned about the.
I'm trying to teach him up a little bit about hockey. If you need me
I
to
don't
teach you
know
up a
shit
little bit.
about hockey.
yeah, I definitely need some lessons. I don't think I've ever watched a game.
Terrence
Never.
went to his first game and he fully admitted he was like, "Damn, that was entertaining."
Yeah, it was definitely
Yeah,
entertaining.
I probably need to go to a game because I've heard that from several other people that once they went to a hockey game, they learned to like it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I actually had, and it's the reason why I kind of wanted to do a Hawk Talk today, was I had another gentleman who reached out to me who also went to his first hockey game, and he wanted to ask me questions. Like, he kept saying, too, he was like, the early, like, festivities that they always have, the light work, the introductions, all that type stuff is amazing when it comes down to Blackhawks. The stadium, even though, Desmond, they're tanking, yes, year one of a rebuild, but they're still beating very good teams, which is surprising. They're a lot better than a lot of people expected. They are a 500 team right now, which you would hope they'd tank and get worse so you can get better players. But
why are we talking about all Chicago teams tanking?
It does seem like we're in a trend where everybody is trying to. The only I think the White Sox are really like the only team that's not really trying to rebuild right now.
You want to know why
we're
making
no better? That was the first shit I said.
You want to know why we talking about every team in Chicago tanking? What does our intro say? What do I say on our intro?
Fire every
GM
in the city.
You're not wrong on that one. I will disagree with the Blackhawks owner on that one, though.
Hey,
I do love the Blackhawks owner.
Hey, the hell with Bill Wirtz, man, or Rocky Wirtz, or whatever the Wirtz is. Damn them all.
Yeah, Rocky Wirtz changed his franchise around when his dad died.
He got his 3 now. Move on.
Well, he ain't gonna move on. He's only been owner 10 years, and he got 3. It's a pretty good chips right there.
I got. Since we doing Hawk Talk, I got a question. Why is it that hockey's the only sport you can fight in? I have a problem with that.
That is a good question. I don't know. And here's another piggyback on that one. There are a lot of people out there wanting to ban hockey fights.
Why?
They want to ban it. And literally,
that's what makes it entertaining.
It comes to the point where people, even the players, are coming out saying, "It's like, we're not banning hockey fights. It's a part of hockey. It's been in our game." I wish you can fight.
Rick, I thought you said, "Man, fuck this."
But
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think there's some undertone in there that we're not going to discuss. We're not a political show, which is why hockey is allowed to fight. But I think all sports should be allowed to fight because that bullshit LeBron James does, somebody needs to knock his front teeth out.
Oh my God, I would love that. And then
he looks
into a camera, looks directly into a camera, and says, "I got to learn how to flop." I literally
Hey, Chris, what Killmonger say? This your king?
I went ape shit when I heard that. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
All right,
superstar treatment at its finest.
Right.
Yeah, we got off topic.
Don't the NBA fine you for flopping?
They did for 1 year.
Not Queen James.
Yeah, they did for 1 year, and then they don't do it anymore.
You say Queen?
But that is a great question, JB, about why others don't fight. I really don't know, especially with hockey being you're on ice fighting. It is freezing cold, and you're punching people in the face. It's something.
Well, I guess if you get a big ass lump, you can just lay there on the ice and.
I mean, I guess, yeah. If it hurts, just lay down for a little bit longer. Yeah. But one thing I wanted to bring up, because the guy asked me one question, and it was a great question. He was like, "Why do the Blackhawks fans go nuts and cheer during the national anthem?" That's kind of like a good question, because a lot of people, there's a lot of people out there who find that disrespectful that they cheer during the national anthem. I mean, they can have their opinion on that one. That's fine. They cheer and do all that for the national anthem to show their love for the military. They announced that, and I'm hoping the gentleman who was on is still watching the show, because I told him I would bring it up. It started in 1985. They just randomly started doing it into a playoff series, and then it started sticking. But it didn't become a big thing until I believe it was the 1991 All-Star game. And the reason why, back in the 90s, when they aired, this was the first one that was at Chicago Stadium. It used the All-Star team now, it's kind of like basketball. It's the East for the West. That's the same for hockey. It's the East versus the West. But in the 90s for hockey, it was the world versus United States and Canada. That was the All-Star teams back then. So all the teams in Germany, Russia, all those type teams overseas had an All-Star team that came to here and played. So they did a national anthem, and it was right during where was the Gulf War? The Gulf War was started right before that.
So like 92?
Yeah, it was like 92. Yeah, it was the Gulf War. And they did. I mean, I made a video of it too that I wanted to play. I'm hoping this one's going to be better than those fucking Bears.
Wait a minute. How long is this video, man?
It's like 2 minutes.
Man.
It's just of the national anthem on how crazy that it got in the Chicago Stadium.
I don't think we should play no national anthem on this show.
Right, nipples getting hard over here talking about this damn hockey shit.
You don't want to play it? That's fine. I won't play it.
Can I kneel?
Don't butcher the anthem.
I mean,
don't get me started because you're gonna call me
I brought that up to him, and that's what he wanted to know. That's the history of why they started cheering during the national anthem.
But
and the reason they went nuts was during that Desert Storm thing, because they all had signs up that say, I support the troops no matter what, and it just went worldwide after that one, and that's when it stuck, and that's when it just kept taking off.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, I don't mind them doing that. I have a problem with the people that sit up there and say, well, they get upset because they're cheering during the national anthem. Do people not yell and scream towards the end of the national anthem?
Yeah. Or even in the middle, a lot of people would do it in the middle too.
I don't.
A lot of people scream.
And the minute you sit up there and say, "And for the land," everybody go fucking crazy and shit. So what's the fucking difference? You just doing
I
it
remember
loud.
you did that, foul mouth, at the game the other day. You were, yes. When he was singing that national anthem.
Actually, I didn't sing shit. I was just surprised to see them big ass helicopters coming through that motherfucker.
Yeah, those are always
parachute.
Oh yeah, the
even at Bears games, if you see Jim Cornelison singing the national anthem, who is specifically
the names of these
motherfuckers?
What?
This motherfucker's a hockey fan.
You know the names of these motherfuckers?
No, this is the guy who just sings the national anthem. I know every single person. Yes, I'm a diehard hockey guy. I've been my whole life.
Right.
But Jim Cornelison actually always does opening day for the Bears games. They'll always do a playoff game for the Bears games as well. But if you ever notice that, they will scream during the national anthem.
They go Slique again. He like, fuck this shit, man.
Hey, no, that's my phone ringing. Must be a sign.
Oh, man, you are too funny.
That's been love it. My favorite hockey player of all time is Jeremy Roenick. Just so you're aware on that one too. So
I've heard of him. Yeah,
he's my favorite.
That was in the 90s, right?
That was the 90s one. Yeah, with him and Chelios.
Yeah. Where is Roenick from?
Chelios.
Where's Roenick from?
I mean, he's from. I think he's actually from Arlington. He still lives out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get him on a podcast.
I've tried getting a hold of him. Maybe Chelios will help us.
Guys, right?
Jeremy Roenick was another American, yes.
Yeah. Okay, that wraps up Hawk Talk. Thanks, Frank.
No problem.
Appreciate you.
And all the people who are sad that I couldn't play that national anthem, I'll post it on our podcast page.
Yeah.
Nah, don't do that either.
It was educational.
I'll just make sure it goes to everybody but JB.
Nah, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna do something.
So y'all want to get some quick shout outs to get out of here?
Yeah, Slick, you up. Give some shout outs. And man, I need that music, man. I need that vibe.
Man, shout out to y'all, man, for having an R&B singer talk sports. That's my shout out, man. Appreciate y'all, brothers. You know, singers want to be basketball players, and every basketball player want to rap and sing, a la Victor Oladipo.
Right.
Hey, wasn't that terrible, man? I'm just being honest. Wasn't that bad?
I didn't know about that part, though.
That's terrible, man. It's
what?
The Oladipo was trying to rap.
He got an album. Oh, R&B.
I didn't know Oladipo. Did I remember Dame?
He got an album on iTunes. Yeah, Spotify.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's
He can't. You speechless, huh?
So I know you heard the song I'm talking about because it's the first one that they played, and people were
I
like,
heard that, man. You know, I'm a basketball fan, so I had to listen to the whole shit to see what was to it. And yeah, he need to
"Can you help Matt?"
get back on the court.
Hey, look, I didn't want to be
That's
the
why
one to say
Dame
it.
suck
But
ass. He over there trying to make albums and shit.
Remember, he came out in one of the All-Star games singing and some shit. Like,
yeah. And then Dame, that same weekend, Dame rap on the Sunday before the All-Star game. Like, hey, man, I've heard.
but nah, I
Kobe
appreciate
rap,
y'all
Jason
having me,
Tatum.
man.
You know it, brother.
Hey, we appreciate you taking the time to come talk to ball.
Anytime, man.
And thank God you know what the hell you talking about, because we don't. We don't know what the hell we be talking about, man.
We think we do, but we don't.
Yeah, we think we do. We don't.
As Charles Barkley say, ain't nobody experts. We're not experts, Gunna.
Okay, so you need to work on that just a little bit.
I got what he was saying.
Just a little bit. You almost sound like him, though. You almost sound like him. But yeah, we want to have you back before the basketball season is over.
All-Star break.
Anytime, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
appreciate you though. And I'm gonna get some little excerpts of your music up here. We had it before, but I think I took it down to put something else up.
I just don't want to get dinged. Do we have your permission?
You have my permission. I own the rights.
That you actually do. That's what I'm saying. Do we have your permission?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think we got to get it from the label. I think we got to get it from the label.
Hey, and one last shout out, man. If all y'all got a lady somewhere or ladies with an S, you want to show them a good time. I'm doing the show November the 25th at Tavern on LaGrange, the day after Thanksgiving.
Okay,
one of them.
that's that Friday. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of them, man. Bring your lady. Live band, live music.
Nice.
Word. That's your spot.
Hey, that sounds like the move, actually.
I like it.
That's your
Because I don't do none of that Black Friday shopping shit.
JB, you don't.
No, you can do it online now, so shit.
Yeah, you really don't.
That's what JB gonna do any goddamn way.
No,
That motherfucker
JB don't go out much of nowhere. But I'll show in the shout outs, he did get out somewhere. But appreciate you, Slick. Thanks for taking the time.
Appreciate you, T. JB,
right,
Frank the Tank, Proud Mouth C. Been an honor, man.
For sure.
Nice talking to you.
I'll see you at that show.
Yep.
All right. Yes, sir. Slick is an A1, boy. A1.
Ooh, you should play a song right now.
I wish I could. I don't have it no more.
Trying to get our ass dinged, huh?
I'm gonna get it back though.
Hey, we got it straight from the horse's mouth. He gave us permission.
Yeah, but like you said, that label.
Yeah, the label don't give a shit.
I say, fuck that owner, and I steal that horse, but never mind. Chris, shout out you up. Go ahead.
I always wanted to get rid of all the fucking owners in Chicago. There's another one.
God damn it, I gotta go first. Okay, I'm gonna shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for coming here, watching us. 4 young, handsome men. Also, remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Under Armour, Tilly's, Moore's Beer. Is there someone I'm missing?
Yes.
Harold's Chicken.
Under Armour. Under Armour. Harold's Chicken.
I said Under Armour.
Oh, you did?
He's Under Armour's
We have a new one coming.
Oh, see, I didn't know. So
yeah, we have a new one. A new one that is coming. Actually, he contacted me and asked me if he could be,
backstage. We'll talk.
I'm not gonna say who it is.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Backstage, we'll talk. Keep it moving.
For sure. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this real quick. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my brothers, Jay, Frank the Tank, and T Nick. Shout out to the kiddies that should have their ass sleep, but they ass sank because I know the baby girl is up because I hear a little loud ass back there in the back. So
Take
I'm
a
taking the
phone.
phone.
Phone gone.
Oh yeah, that phone getting taken tonight, guy. Putting her ass on punishment too. And shout out to all the people out there. Shout out, hey everyone, love your loved ones, stay safe, and that's it. Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to T Nick's dad. Praying for you, brother.
Appreciate
Absolutely.
Damn, he got quiet. My fucking back hurt in the feet, man. Shit.
I mean, these 3-hour shows, man. I know. No.
We have a lot.
I'm done.
So I'm up next. So
JB on you.
Same thing. Shout out to the chat. It was lit. Shout out to Damon, brother, whoever you are. Love your energy. Thank you for joining. We gotta have you on because your takes were spot on. Man, love to have that new talent coming in and joining us on the show. Shout out to moms. Always my number one, my P1, my A1. The clubhouse mom. Love you checking in. Shout out to everybody else in the chat. Shout out to SB. Shout out to my friends and colleagues from work. Shout out to everybody that promotes and puts their time and effort into the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. Couldn't do this without you. Ain't gonna do it without you. And that's all I got.
I'll piggyback on those. You guys, like I say it all the time, love being on Tuesday nights. Always enjoy it. Always look forward to it.
Yeah, you ain't gonna watch it at work.
No fault.
Luckily, I will just turn the Wi-Fi off my phone, and I could just watch it on my phone at work and not have to go through all my work stuff. But can't watch it on my computer, that's for sure. Shout out to the chat. A lot of. I mean, that's a new face, right?
Damon,
hey, keep fucking up your name. I will get it. I'm sorry.
Hey, Mom.
JB's mom, like he said, podcast mom on here from start to finish every single Tuesday. Love having her on. And everyone else in the chat. Again, I mean, a lot of people chatting, a lot of people spreading their opinions, which we love to hear. So keep going with that one. And praying for your dad as well, man. Keep praying for him.
Absolutely.
And that's everything I got.
Appreciate you.
I got the baby girl phone. Told you I'm taking phones around here.
That was quick.
Yeah, but there's a flash up in that bitch. Look like
she heard me tell her I was taking phones.
She just brought the phone.
Oh, she willingly turned it in. Okay, got you.
She's like, oh, here's the phone.
What phone? I ain't got no phone.
I will make my shout outs somewhat quick. I do want to mention maybe a potential new sponsor, Hue, HUE. That's where we were on Saturday. And JB was out there too. So JB does get out. Bullets. Boop, boop,
Wish I was there, man. Damn.
Yeah, Bullets got out. All the way from LA, came to Chicago to kick.
I'm mad. I'm like, why you gotta promote me? Like everybody else was there too. Promote Chris.
I saw some foul stuff
come out, so we had to say something. And of course, I was out there. You see me with my little brown jacket on. Yeah.
Looked a little tight on that belly, dude. You all right?
I've been drinking too much squirt.
Is that beer belly that hit?
Pause.
You paused it. That's right. So anyway, the rest of my shout outs, definitely Hue, HUE. Remember that name, 67 East Cermak in Chicago. It's a great spot. It got great food. Also, we have another potential sponsor called In the Zone. In the Zone. It's clothing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
I do want to mention everybody in the chat. Chat was lit. Saw some new people. Appreciate having y'all. And also, I think Chris said this, hold on to your loved ones, man, because you never know what's going to happen the next day. But thank God my father is at the crib. My dad is at the crib. And shit, he was just watching the Bulls game with the Bulls playing.
Where they got their asses.
They play tomorrow. They play.
Blackhawks got smoked yesterday.
Whatever. He was at home watching something. So that's all good. But I appreciate everybody thinking about my dad. And shit, he's doing well. So thank you. But yeah, I think that's about all I got. Me and Foulmouth went to the football game on Sunday. We had a great time, man. We saw a few familiar faces in the stands. But despite that, we still had a good time. Even though the Bears did not win that game, it was a lot of fun. And shout out to you, Foulmouth, because I needed that. I needed that outing, especially that day. It's usually my pops, but you was a great fill-in. So hopefully, we can do that. So I appreciate it. And I appreciate all y'all guys.
Tell them to keep the squirt coming.
Keep the squirt coming.
And then you ain't tell people to like and subscribe, man. You should.
Man, we ate fucking chicken tenders and fries and squirt the whole guy.
Chicken tenders, fries, and squirt. I ain't never done that. I ain't never done that in no football game. I always drink. But shit, I had squirting chicken tenders. So hey,
it just sounds like a pause moment. Squirted out some chicken tenders.
So it was a lot of fun at a time that I really needed it. So I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys too, because it would be no damn podcast if it wasn't for y'all. And that's pretty much all I got to say.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
To the Chicago Club.
No, I don't say that part. Chris said
foul.
You messed up, man.
I said it already.
No, you didn't say that.
I don't think you did. Can we
rewind? We were waiting for you to say
I did. If we can rewind this motherfucker.
Can we throw the challenge flag?
Throw the challenge flag.
Y'all can challenge that shit. All right, let's go to the headset.
I don't think I heard it either, actually. So.
Just in case you did hear it, remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
On?
YouTube.
Oh, my God.
Oh, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Any fucking social media that's out there.
To all of them. Do it to all of them.
All of them.
And it's on all of them.
The ones that ain't even here yet. Subscribe, goddammit.
Wrap this shit up, B.
Yeah.
And then parting.
Motherfucker, can you buy that?
No.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Oh, my goddamn back hurt. Woo.
I'm hungry after wolf sheep.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
I gotta lose some weight. I feel myself getting fat.
Oh shit, boy.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
Shit, she's still up. Hey, go to bed.
Deuces. We are out.
Damn, kid.